This is FQ's Friday Night Rivals, brought to you by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to SEFQ Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. I'm Paul Wappel, along with Adam Anderson. We are in Auburn. The regular season, believe it or not, Week 9, it wraps up tonight. High school football here in Auburn, like I said, and it's going to be the Trojans against the Trojans. We're going to talk about that all night, of course. It'll be fun, but it'll be a great game, hopefully. Auburn has to win to have a chance to make the playoffs, Adam. Is this David versus Goliath? Maroa-Forsyth ranked number 1 in the state, undefeated. What, 70 points, more than 70 points last week?
They've been on fire. They've really turned it up since we saw them in Week 3 against Auburn. They've almost been kind of a brand new team. They did have some close games. They've fought through some adversity, but speaking of adversity, Auburn's got a lot of it here tonight. They're in for a tough battle against Maroa.
What do you see as the SEFQ keys to the game tonight? SEFQ, your keys to getting a home loan.
First of all, for Auburn, it's you got to take a chance. And, no pun intended with Destin Chance as their quarterback, but you got to do whatever you can to get a win tonight. So trick plays, gadget plays, maybe doing stuff you're not accustomed to. You need to get it done tonight because you got to get that 5th win to get in the playoffs. And for Maroa, you got to lock it up. This could be your first outright Sangamo Conference title where you don't have to share it with anybody, and you want to lock in a 9-0 to get favorable seeding in the playoffs, more home games, stuff like that, because they're looking to Thanksgiving weekend.
And Auburn, if they get into the playoffs, they want to keep that streak, of course, alive, to be in the postseason for the 22nd year in a row. We'll see what happens. Right now, we're going to go over to our sideline reporter for tonight, ABC News Channel 20 meteorologist Thomas Patrick. Thomas, what's the weather look like tonight?
Thanks, Paul and Adam. The weather this week is a whole lot better than it was last week, where we had rain and even a few snowflakes at times. Right now, 53 degrees, no rain in the forecast for the rest of this evening, but the wind might play a factor. Those blue and white flags atop the grandstands are blowing from the near side to the far side of the field at about 10 miles per hour. If there's any games tomorrow, they're going to deal with a really nasty wind, but at least our temperatures should stay in the 50s for the rest of the evening. Paul?
Thanks, Thomas, and we'll be back with the SEFQ Friday Night Rivals kickoff here in Auburn as Auburn hosts Maroa-Forsyth. Stay with us. Welcome back to SEFQ Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. I'm Paul Wappel, along with Adam Anderson. We are in Auburn, where the Trojans of Auburn are in a must-win situation to be postseason eligible. They'll find out tomorrow night. And right now, Adam, we've got the coin toss brought to you by Midwest Technical Institute. MTI, our sponsor tonight. And we've got a great night for high school football. You see the coaches out there and the leaders of the two teams. And who gets the coin toss?
So Auburn wins the toss. They deferred, so they're going to kick off. And we're going to see this Trojan offense on the field first. And they've been lights out for the past few weeks and have really separated themselves from the other teams in the Sangamo.
They definitely have, and a good crowd on hand. There you see some of the fans here tonight, and we are just about set for kickoff. Maroa-Forsyth ranked number 1 in the state and looking to stay undefeated as they head into the postseason. Of course, they're already assured of a spot. They want to get the best seed possible, so they've got a lot to play for too, and they want to win the conference.
Outright. Never won an outright Sangamo Conference title since they've started, so they've shared it with Williamsville, I think twice now, maybe just once. Don't quote me on that, but they have shared the conference. They've never won it by themselves, though.
And we are underway. There is the Illinois Air National Guard kickoff for an experience that's far above ordinary. Kickoff your career with the Illinois Air National Guard, paying 100% of any Illinois state-funded school's tuition. The Illinois Air National Guard. So we are underway here in Auburn, Week 9, the final night of the final weekend of the regular season, and we take a look at the starting lineups for tonight. Brought to you by East Bay. There is the Maroa-Forsyth offense, and they've got a good offense.
Yeah, it starts up front with their offensive line. Very big, very physical, also can move around as well.
On first down, the Trojans of Maroa-Forsyth, and they're stopped. And we talked about a lot of things, of course, a lot of people did this week, and tonight we talked about, I said Auburn has to play almost a perfect game, you would think, because Maroa-Forsyth is that good. As we take a look at the starting lineup tonight, the defense of the Auburn Trojans, and they'll need to play big tonight, Adam.
Absolutely. You know, one player that we did, football's out.
And Auburn says they have it. Let's see. Boy, wouldn't this be something for the Auburn Trojans? And doesn't look like they.
Looks like Maroa, and that is
so
the top. A lot of things that they need to have happen here tonight. Force some turnovers. And Maroa has turned the ball over this year a lot for a team that being 8-0. But what I was talking about, number 6 there, Gavin Clifton, a player we didn't see at New Berlin when we did Friday Night Rivals in Week 3. Sat out a few games to start the year, but he has really been the difference maker for the Trojans. He's opened up a whole new level of their offense.
3rd and 7 for Ian Benner, who keeps it and stopped. Good defense by the Auburn Trojans here. And you want to get off to a good start, too, if you're Auburn. Get some confidence, build some confidence, Adam.
Yeah, absolutely. And it looked like we might have seen almost a trick play here at the end, and a guy coming in motion, but he was being trailed, and Benner did the right thing to pull that down and just get what he can, and again, not potentially turn the football over.
And we've seen Ian Benner a couple of times on Friday Night Rivals, and he is back to punt. He does punt. Ball at the inside the 30 and down by the Trojans. So the Auburn Trojans will start 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line.
Be interesting to see what they do here. Again, expect some crazy formations, some trick plays. Got to set a tone early. I think if they can jump in front and get some points on the board here, that'll be huge going into the rest of this football game, knowing that they can hang with the Maroa-Forsyth Trojans.
Destin Chance, number 2, the senior quarterback. He is a good one for Auburn. We've seen him a number of times having a good year. On 1st down, back to throw, does throw, fires, and incomplete on 1st down. And intended receiver, number 86, Greg Downs. We'll take a look at the Auburn Trojans starting lineup tonight on offense. Brought to you by, all right, actually we'll show that to you after this play, so hang on for that. But
it all starts with Chance, though. They go as he goes.
So 2nd and 10 for Chance and the Auburn Trojans. Handoff this time. Right side. Gain of a couple on the play. And as I was saying, take a look. There's the Auburn starting lineup on offense, brought to you by East Bay. And Greg Downs.
Number 2, yeah, but Greg Downs had a big week last week.
5 touchdowns. So I think Dave Bates would take that again, wouldn't he? So back to throw is Chance, in trouble now. He's going to keep it. And he's on the ground doing well. 40 out of bounds, and that's good for a 1st down and a little more than that. So that's good for a Casey's General Store 1st down, one of our 1st down sponsors all season long. Talking about Casey's General Store. Yeah,
he is a very talented quarterback. He can move with his feet. He can extend plays. He might have to do that a little bit here tonight, but he could be a difference maker if Maroa-Forsyth doesn't bottle him up.
1st and 10 from the 44. Chance gives off to the fumble, and near midfield, the Maroa-Forsyth Trojans say they have it, and they do. Oh, just like that. So Auburn off to a decent start, Adam. And
yeah, and had a
fumble there.
Had a good run there. It's something you cannot do. You can't cough the football up, especially when you're playing a team like the Maroa-Forsyth Trojans. Just didn't get it tucked away there. Great job by Maroa-Forsyth to pop that ball out.
Noah Holthouse, number 23 for the Trojans of Maroa-Forsyth, gets the ball. So 1st and 10, good field position for Maroa-Forsyth. Ball on the 48-yard line. Ian Benner in the gun. There's the handoff coming this way. Cross midfield, hit hard, and good second effort. Oh, and tackled late there. Hard to bring him down.
There's
a flag on
late
the play.
Flag. I think you're going to get a block in the back or
a late hit maybe, or no. Let's see if.
I think it came out before that. It could be a hold or a block in the back, but it did come on this sideline.
Holding on the offense, number 23, 10 yards from the start of the foul.
So holding is the call, and that'll push the Maroa-Forsyth Trojans back. Again, trying to move the record to 9-0. And tomorrow evening, the playoff pairings come out. A lot of anticipation and a lot of A lot of bubble teams playing tonight. Auburn, one of them. Well, I don't know if they're a bubble team yet. They want to be, right? They want to get that 5th win.
They're on the bubble.
Yeah. Benner keeps it, almost falls, but makes a good second effort there to about the 41-yard line.
You know, Auburn's doing very well up front at the line of scrimmage to disrupt the pulling linemen of Maroa-Forsyth and really put a lot of early pressure on Benner and Gavin Clifton. They really haven't been able to establish much at all.
2nd and 16 for Maroa-Forsyth. Benner rolling, looking. Is he going to throw or keep it? He does keep it, and not much there.
No, and he
gets a couple.
He did have Max Davenport, number 5, broke open deep late, but Benner had some pressure in his face, so he just decided to tuck it and run. I'm sure that's one that they're going to see on film and wish that he would have been able to get that throw off.
So 3rd and 14 now for the visitors. And we feel and hear the stands shaking a little bit, Adam, and they love their football here in Auburn. Benner in the gun. There's the give to Clifton, who was in motion and stopped at the 45-yard line. So a punting situation for Maroa-Forsyth.
Yeah, great. Again, you got to build off these positives for if you're the Auburn Trojans. 2 3-and-outs against a very, very dynamic offense like Maroa-Forsyth. You got to be happy with that. You need to build on it. No, you cannot turn the ball over anymore for the rest of the game, honestly, if you want to win here tonight.
So Ian Benner, the quarterback / punter, and does punt. Pretty good kick. And the Trojans of Auburn let it go. And boy, it takes a Maroa-Forsyth bounce to the 5-yard line. So be a long way to go for Auburn. But hey, they've got the ball, and it's a great 7:52 to go in the first quarter.
Great punt by Benner. Just kind of a low line drive, but it took a Maroa-Forsyth bounce and just kept going.
So Adam, we talked, if Auburn wins, pulls off the upset tonight, do you think with a 5-4 record, do you think they get in? Do you think they've got enough points?
I do think they have enough points to get in tomorrow night. The strength of the Sangamo really helps them out in that matter. I don't think it would be a question. You know, you're always nervous, but I think they would be in.
1st and 10 for Auburn. Chance in trouble. Oh, backed up, and is he Maroa-Forsyth safety? And they did. It is a safety. So they get Chance in the end zone and get the 2 points. So Auburn will have to give up the ball, of course. Here's the replay.
Play action pass, and Chance has got to know he doesn't have a whole lot of time back there. And Andrew Poland, number 62, with some immediate pressure, and it forced him to roll an opposite way, and then they're lucky he didn't give up a touchdown.
That was the next thing I was going to say. Count your lucky stars there, right? Because that could have been a touchdown very easily. So let's go down to Thomas Patrick on the sidelines. Thomas?
All right, thanks, guys. Since we got a break in the action, we're going to bring in Courtney with SEFCU. Of course, SEFCU being our title sponsor here on Friday Night Rivals for a number of years now. So how has the games been so far this year from your perspective?
So far, from my perspective, they've gone really well. We've had great turnouts at each event, so I'm really happy about it.
And of course, we've had some big games along the way as well. Of course, what do you have coming up in the community at SEFCU?
As far as community events, we've actually got Zuli Guli going on coming up really soon. We're going to have a booth there, hand out some candy and some name tags, and let the kids have fun.
Always a big event for the kids at the Henson Robinson Zoo, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Well, enjoy the rest of the game.
Thank you.
All right, and we'll send it back up to the booth.
All right, thank you very much, Thomas, and thanks to SEFCU for being our title sponsor this year. Appreciate it. Been a great season, and we've still got 3+ quarters to go here, Adam.
Yeah, it's weird to think we're already in week 9, but football season's a quick one.
So Cam Lee for Auburn will kick after the safety and fielded at the 42 and cross midfield to the 45-yard line. So boy, the Maroa-Forsyth will have excellent field position on this drive after the return there by Ben Gilbert.
Yeah, given Trojan short field really is not something I'd pin my hopes on to survive this game. But you know, they've done well on defense here. to start the game. Let's see if they can come up with another big stop and keep them out of the end zone.
And Benner, quarterback. Sepp gets it, hands off this way to Clifton. Follows his blockers and going, cuts back. And that's a first down and more there to the 24-yard line. So that's a Casey's General Store first down, and Clifton is happy to tell you he got it.
Yeah, he's been a difference maker here for Maroa since he's come back and missed the first 3 weeks of the season, and he has really opened up the Trojans. They've turned into a better offensive team, if that's even crazy to say, how good they were before he got there.
Benner keeps it. To about the 17-yard line. So good pickup there.
They strung that with just a simple option play, and they strung it out pretty far, but you got to come up and make a tackle at some point, and Benner just took advantage and made it one good cut, and they're in second and short.
2nd and 5. Benner, a little misdirection here and give, and that's going to be a first down. Still on his feet to the 5. Out of bounds fumble, but out of bounds, and Hayden Mitchell with the carry there. So Maroa-Forsyth mixes up a little bit there.
Everybody's worried about Clifton, and as well they should be, but great job by Hayden Mitchell on the little end around. I think he was trying to maybe stick the ball out and jump for that pylon, but just didn't have a chance to.
And that's a Casey's General Store first down. 1st and goal for Maroa-Forsyth. Benner to Clifton. And Clifton is in. Touchdown for Maroa-Forsyth, 6-0, and that is a Young Security touchdown. They're our sponsor this season, and for every touchdown, Young Security will donate $50 to a local charity. This week's charity is First Step Women's Center.
Great job by Maroa to respond after the safety to really drive down and make it a very efficient drive, but it all was on the shoulders of Gavin Clifton.
And they don't go for the point after, they go for the throw, and they get it. Touchdown. How's that, Adam? So the throw from Cody Marsh, and complete, it works. Little surprise there, and a reception made by number 84, Caden Morris.
Yeah, great job by Maroa. Did not expect that at all.
All right, we'll take a short break. You're watching CEFCU Friday Night Rivals here on CW23. Back with more first quarter action from Auburn in just a minute. Stay with us. Welcome back to CEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. I'm Paul Wappel, along with Adam Anderson. Thomas Patrick is our sideline reporter tonight. First quarter action from Auburn, and Maroa-Forsyth has struck on offense with a touchdown and the 2-point conversion. They lead 10-0, and of course they got a safety to start things off.
Yeah, Auburn's offense really needs to get going here. Had the fumble after on the opening drive where they looked to be successful. And then that 2-point conversion just didn't even have a chance to get a play off. So they need to come back and if not get points, have a very, very good drive.
Zach Frazier will do the kicking honors here for Maroa-Forsyth. And there is another Illinois Air National Guard kickoff. Fielded and draw at the 10, 15 after he gets recovery. Sidelines and out of bounds. So picks up the fumble there, the Cole Donaldson for Auburn. So the Trojans of Auburn will start from the 27-yard line.
This is big for them. They need to establish something to keep pace in this game, or it could get away from them.
You don't want to play catch up much more than 10 points, right? I mean, if you're taking on Maroa-Forsyth.
Not with the #1 team in Class 2A.
So Destin Chance for Auburn in the gun. Looks to throw, complete. Not much there, a little bit, but reception made that time for the Auburn Trojans by number 83, Greg Downs.
Downs coming off a 5-touchdown performance last week, so Chance is going to look his way as much as possible. Let's see if he can break one open.
And look at this, look at him go, Chance. 40, 45, he waits, close to midfield. And that's a Casey's General Store first down for the Auburn Trojans.
Yeah, the defensive line for Maroa-Forsyth cannot lose sight of him, because if he gets outside that pocket, he could do some serious damage. And as we just saw right there, you must keep an eye on Destin Chance, or he could change the game.
So 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. Chance looks to throw, has time, has all day. Now under pressure, he's going to run it. Trying to find somewhere to go. Oh, and Maroa-Forsyth stops him at the 43-yard line, and thought Chance was going to get out of it somehow, but he just couldn't do it.
Yeah, just couldn't find a way to get the ball out. It might have been one of the longest football plays you'll see, but you can see here he doesn't want to stop playing. He wants to keep going. He is a senior. It's senior night. It could be his last game here in Auburn. He wants to play in the playoffs. He's had a taste of the playoff experience. He wants to keep that going.
2nd and 16 for Auburn. Chance keeps it. Stopped at the 43-yard line.
Great tackle there by 84. Caden Morris just did not let Chance get anywhere.
So it's going to be 3rd and 16 for Auburn. 4:49 to go, first quarter.
They've really, they've had one big step forward and then 2 big steps backwards. Hopefully they can put it together here on this long 3rd down.
Back to throw his Chance, looking, going deep. Maroa-Forsyth tip, and almost picked off. Intended receiver for Auburn was Greg Downs, and now it's 4th and 16. So
it was a heck of a throw for Chance to get it to Downs, but he was double covered. Of course, Maroa-Forsyth is going to watch him after a 5-touchdown performance, so gave it a heck of an effort, though.
So certainly a punting situation here for Auburn. And the Trojans of Maroa-Forsyth hoping to have an opportunity to return a punt. Not much pressure, and there's the punt. Out of bounds. The 34-yard line, 33-yard line, we'll call it. So as you take a look at the Auburn sidelines, and Destin Chance getting
talking with
information
Coach
from the coaches.
Bates and seeing what they see. He's also getting probably some tutelage from Dave Bates' son Michael, who's down on the sideline, a legend here in Auburn and over at Illinois College as well. One of the great quarterbacks from the Central Illinois area.
So 1st and 10 now for Maroa-Forsyth. Ian Benner. And some movement and a flag before the snap.
Yep, Tanner Heights just got a little too excited over there, and he showed this
false start.
He messing around.
Offense,
he took him right out.
51.
Talked to him a little bit.
5 yards.
For Maroa-Forsyth, those are the little things that you want to get figured out going into the playoffs. Again, they plan to be playing Thanksgiving weekend. They do have the team that could be doing that. They were there. They've been there. They were there last year and just came up short against Gibson City. But I think a lot of us in the area expect them to make a deep run into the playoffs.
No doubt about that. 1st and 15 now. Benner back to throw, does throw, got a man, and thought it was a catchable ball, but couldn't quite hang on to it that time. And so it brings up 2nd down. Intended receiver was Drew Hicks.
Again, it's a little things like that. Offside, a catchable ball that you turn upfield before it's really in your hands. Those are things that you want to get figured out. You can't have those type of things in week 10, week 11, or you're going to be at home watching other teams play.
2nd and still 15 yards to go for the visiting Maroa-Forsyth Trojans. Benner's going to keep it himself. Right side, behind the blocker, and picks up about 7 on the play. So 3rd down and manageable situation.
Yep. Wouldn't be surprised to see something here with Gavin Clifton or some kind of screen pass too to take advantage of this fast charging Auburn Trojan defensive line.
And there's Clifton. Cuts back. Is he going to get enough? Cuts and gets the 1st down on his feet across midfield. The 43-yard line, and that's good for a Casey's General Store 1st down, and Clifton with a good run there.
Yeah, he has been a difference maker. He has opened up the running game for Maroa-Forsyth. He has made them more dynamic, maybe even more balanced, and I think that's only helped out Ian Benner because he doesn't have to rely on putting the ball in the air as much as he had early in the season.
1st and 10 from the 43 of Auburn. Benner going to keep it himself. Goes left, goes right. Is he going to throw it? Nope, keeps it and tripped up. And a loss on the play, a huge loss there. And a good play by the Auburn D.
Yeah, not sure if there was miscommunication on that play or what, but Auburn had it sniffed out to start, and Benner tried to make something out of nothing and just didn't have any room.
You see the replay there.
Great tackle there by Drew Killiam to bring down Benner.
So now that makes it 2nd and 19 to go for Maroa-Forsyth. They lead 10-0. Benner dumps it, complete to Clifton, to midfield. Brought down at the 47-yard line, so bring up 3rd down.
Wasn't surprised to see a screen pass called there. I kind of thought we might see one coming up because the defensive line of Auburn has put a lot of pressure on Benner, and a way to negate that or take advantage of it is just dump a screen right over their heads. But great job by Auburn to not let Clifton get going and really get off blocks and tackle him as soon as he caught the football.
3rd and 14, Benner rolling, throws it, got a man wide open, complete. Max Davenport, touchdown, Maroa-Forsyth. That's another Young Security touchdown and $50 courtesy Young Security to a local charity. And this week, it's the First Step Women's Center.
You know what I was about to say? Hey, he's rolling left. He's right-handed. I think everybody knows how I feel about that.
Yeah.
But he had enough time. He had a wide-open receiver. He delivered a perfect throw to Max Davenport. I think that was the exact same play they had run on the drive earlier, and he just didn't get a chance to throw him the football.
Extra point attempt. This time they do, and it is up, and it is good. The kick made by Riley Fitzpatrick. And Maroa-Forsyth up 17-0, 2:08 to go. Back with more first quarter action here from Auburn. You're watching SEFCU Friday Night Rivals here on CW23. Stay with us. Welcome back to SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, brought to you by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. I'm Paul Wapple, along with Adam Anderson, Thomas Patrick on the sidelines, and Maroa-Forsyth, the top-ranked team in the state, undefeated, 8-0, and we can see why. They're up 17-0 with 2:08 to go in the first, and the Trojans of Maroa-Forsyth will kick off, and there is an Illinois Air National Guard kickoff. And the ball goes out of bounds inside the 20, and of course the flags come out immediately, and the Auburn Trojans will have a little better position than maybe they would have.
Yep, so we'll take that ball on the 35-yard line, and let's see if they can put a drive together here against Maroa-Forsyth.
Take any kind
illegal
of
kick
break.
out of bounds by the kicking team. Auburn will take the ball at the 35.
Did he say illegal kick? Illegal kick? Well, that sounds pretty harsh. I know it is, but that sounds pretty harsh. But that's what it is, right?
It is
you can't
illegal.
Do it, so.
You can't do it.
And there you saw Dave Bates, the longtime legendary coach of Auburn. And let's not forget on the other sideline, pretty darn good coach over there.
Yeah, there's a bunch of Hall of Famers here with Josh Josephs and with Dave Bates. They're just waiting until their names are called for that Hall of Fame dinner.
1st and 10 from the 35 for Destin Chance and Auburn. Back to throw, Chance. Fires across the middle, got him in stride at the 35. and brought down, and there's a good play and a first down, a Casey's General Store first down. Braden Smith, the senior, with the big pickup there.
Great job by Braden Smith, broke open and got a fastball from Chance right on target. So Auburn's talked on the sidelines what they like, and I would see him go into the air a lot more here now, being down 17-0.
Perfect pass, hit him in stride, and big gain there. So 1st and 10, ball on the 34. Chance going to keep it himself. Cuts back toward the middle, right side there, and to the 35. Might have lost a
might have lost
on the
there.
play.
You know, that defensive line for Maroa-Forsyth's pretty agile and pretty big as well. So it's going to be tough to gain some running yards here tonight.
2nd and 11 for the home team. Chance back to throw. Has time. Looking. Now he's under pressure. Scrambling. Still on his feet. Tough to throw it that way, but he does. Incomplete. So avoids the big loss there.
Yeah.
Take the positives if you're Auburn.
Anyway,
Get him.
He did have some guys open again, just didn't have a chance to set his feet and really throw a football that he wanted to, but he's a guy who can keep plays like this alive as much as possible. And again, as a senior and a guy who doesn't want to turn in his football pads on Monday, he's going to do whatever he can to win this football game.
3rd and 11. 1:12 to go in the first. Chance all by himself. Fires it complete. But not enough
Ball's
for the
loose.
Oh, it is, and Maroa-Forsyth has it. The Trojans of Maroa-Forsyth have it on 3rd down after the completion, and not what you wanted if you're Auburn.
Nope.
So Thomas Patrick, what do you have for us?
Yeah, guys, Dustin Chance, obviously one of the most talented and athletic players on the Auburn sideline, but when listening to the defensive coordinators for Maroa-Forsyth, on those plays where he's passing or he's scrambling, he's using a lot of energy, so they want to use that to their advantage. Even if they get a coverage sack or make him scramble around, he's got to use 2-3 times as much energy on a single play as he would otherwise. So they might try to get Chance fatigued as this game goes along, and it's pretty easy when you got a 17-point cushion to play with.
Thank you, Thomas. 1st and 10 from the 32 for Ian Benner and the Trojans. Benner keeps it up the middle, has room. 40, 45, cross midfield. Got some room to the 40, out of bounds at the 37-yard line of Auburn. And that's plenty of yardage for a first down, a Casey's General Store first down.
Great run right by Ian Benner. Was trying to take that one to the house if he could, but again, we saw the replay on the turnovers. There could be the definitely downfall of the Auburn Trojans here tonight. Just cannot give a team like Maroa-Forsyth extra possessions in a game that means so much like this.
Benner looks to throw, maybe not. Going to keep it. 30, out of bounds at 27, and good pick up there.
Yeah, and
I mean, you got to love that when you're on first down, you get a big pickup.
Yeah, you got to be happy about that.
He's short now, so.
You know, I actually thought he took off a little early. I think if he would have hung in the pocket a second or two longer, some guys were breaking open, but you know, he's instructed to run if he can, and he can do some damage on the ground.
2nd and 1 from the 27. Benner keeps it. Plenty yards for the first down, and that's a Casey's General Store first down for Maroa-Forsyth.
From some score updates for you folks at home, some first quarter scores. SHG was up 14-7 on MacArthur, and then Glenwood and Rochester were tied at 7. Both games were still in the first quarter.
Ian Benner rolls right, looking, got his man wide open, complete, and good for another first down, another Casey's General Store first down. So the Trojans just really, of Maroa-Forsyth, really going after Auburn here. And we've seen number 7 for Maroa-Forsyth with a couple of catches, Drew Hicks tonight in the early going.
Yep, just, you know, found a pocket where he was open and just stood there and waited till Benner could find him.
First down from the 13. Benner, quick strike left side, complete. Oh, breaks a tackle, flag on the play. At the 8-yard line is where the Maroa-Forsyth is stopped. Let's see what the flag is all about.
It's definitely going to go against the
catch by Davenport.
Illegal block in the back. Yeah. Offense, number 84.
Right in front of the official over here on the sideline. A clear block in the back there on Caden Morris. So that'll push back Maroa-Forsyth.
We, Adam, we did the very first Friday Night Rivals game here, didn't we, Auburn?
Here in Auburn.
4 years ago.
Crazy
a lot of fireworks in that one, but so you never know. But first and 20 now, with the clock inside of 15 seconds in the first quarter. And there's the handoff to Clifton, who was in motion and still going, still brought down, and that will be the last play of the first quarter here at Auburn. So after one quarter play, the Maroa-Forsyth Trojans lead the Auburn Trojans 17-0. We'll take a break. You're watching SEFCU Friday Night Rivals here on CW23. Come back for the second quarter. Stay with us. Welcome back to SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. I'm Paul Wappel, along with Adam Anderson and Thomas Patrick on the sidelines tonight. Reporting for us, we are in Auburn second quarter action, and the Trojans of Auburn trail 17-0. Ian Benner and Maroa-Forsyth trying to get more points on the board. 2nd and 19. From the 22 of Auburn. There's a quick strike from Benner, and it's complete inside the 15-yard line. Reception made by Caden Morris.
Morris is one of his favorite targets out there. He had a big game in our Week 3 Friday Night Rivals against the New Berlin Pretzels, and he's had a very, very good year so far as well.
Gain of 8, so it makes it 3rd and 11. Gavin Clifton in the backfield, and Clifton gets the ball, and the Auburn Trojans get him that time, and led by number 79 on defense. So Tyrus Thomason, the junior, comes up big, the 6'5", 215-pound junior.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what Coach Jostis elects to do here. You could go for the field goal. He's got a very capable kicker in Riley Fitzpatrick, which it looks like he's going to do. So that kind of answers my question of what he was.
There you go. We talked about, we saw her, and heck of a kicker, good soccer player too. We saw her, and like you said earlier this season, Friday Night Rivals in New Berlin. So she will attempt the 30-yard field goal. Enough leg, but I think it's wide, and it is, so it is no good. So the Auburn Trojans dodge a bullet there, and they will take over. Still trailing 17-0 with 10:47 to go in the
had enough
second quarter.
Just I think hooked it a little bit, maybe got a little bit of wind in it too, and just falls right outside the goalpost.
And we talked about that earlier, and Thomas Patrick, of course, filled us in on the details. Wind not super strong tonight, but it is a little bit of a factor, and tomorrow it'll be a bigger factor for the couple of afternoon games, at least a couple that we are aware of in Central Illinois.
Yeah.
With the 40-mile-an-hour wind, but a little breezy tonight, but not terrible, not too bad.
Yeah, no,
for Week 9.
Not awful, yeah. It's what we expect in Week 9.
That's right.
We haven't been able to say that much this year.
Destin Chance throws complete. Maroa-Forsyth read that pretty well. Stopped just short of the 25-yard line.
You know,
is Braden Smith.
With the Auburn offense, those quick, 5-yard hitch routes or hook routes, that's just as good as a run for them, and that's kind of what they've been about for a lot of years now. They'll take a 5-yard pass over than maybe getting a 2-3-yard run. That is just like an extended run, and it's something that's been a staple of their offense as long as I've known Dave Bates to coach.
2nd and 4. And yeah, it's been tough going on the ground for them, so we've seen Chance scramble a few times and been tough for him. He's going to take it this time himself, and right up the middle at the 28-yard line. And let's go down to Thomas Patrick on the sidelines. Thomas?
the kick and the wind, and yeah, it did look like the wind played a factor. Well, yes, the kick may have been aimed a little bit to the left. The winds, if you notice from the top of the grandstands, the flags are blowing from this side of the field to the far side of the field, and that was the side of the goalpost that the kicker missed on in that last field goal attempt. Guys?
Thanks, Thomas. And there's Chance with the keeper, and quick snap. He went up to the under center, and all he needed was a yard. And
I'm not
sure he got
positive
it.
he got it. I think he's going to be a few inches short here. And they're going to measure.
Yeah.
But it's going to be close.
So I'm going to ask you, Adam, right now, if he's short, if they're short, do you go for it or no? Even though you're down 17, a lot of time left, but
I would if I'm Dave Bates. I would go
nothing
for
to
it.
lose.
You got nothing to lose. You know your defense is actually outside of the last drive really has played pretty well. They had a short field after the safety and gave up a few big runs and they scored, but your defense has not played that bad. So I would go for it here.
And let's see, they are a little bit short, as you can see. Great camera work by our crew. We've done a great job all year, all season. So let's see what Auburn does. 9:13 to go, second quarter. And the Trojans,
they're going to go for it.
Think they'll try to draw them off or not. Yeah, it looks like they will go for it. 4th and short. Chance in the gun. Oh.
He got over the 30.
That's
which is what he needed to do. They're going to just already give him the first down.
Wow. That was close, buddy. You get it, just so you get it. It's a Shields first down. I want to thank Shields, one of our first down sponsors all season long on Friday Night Rivals. Boy, you talk about a game of inches, right? This is one of them. That was
inches.
Look at this.
So he needed to get past the 30, and that second and third effort right here got him the first down, and that was a very, very good spot.
Chance fires a strike. Breaks a tackle. Nice job there. Down the sidelines. Cross midfield. 40, 35, 30. He might go. Oh, tripped up inside the 20-yard line. What a catch and run there by Greg Downs, number 83.
Again, he was the big player last week, broke loose. And if it wasn't for number 21, Ty Martin, clipping his shoelaces there at the end, we'd be talking about an Auburn Trojan touchdown.
And that's a Shields first down. You can see why Downs had 5 touchdown receptions last week.
Right there. Just a late swipe by Ty Martin, and he prevents a touchdown right there.
1st and 10 from the 14. Chance keeps it, got some room up the middle, still on his feet. Oh, hit hard inside the 5.
So he's down about the 2, yeah.
Gutsy run there by Chance. I thought he played that very well.
Yeah, and this is what they need right here to keep pace in this game.
So trailing 17-0, Auburn wants to get on that scoreboard. Chance gives right side. Stop there. Carry that time by number 24 for the home team, and not much there. The carry that time, DJ Donaldson. So the Trojans mix it up a little bit. The Auburn Trojans do on offense. So now it's 2nd and 2, 2nd and goal. You see the replay, just
nowhere. A lot of white jerseys there waiting for him.
And there's the handoff, and close. He's close to the goal line, but no signal, so he did not get in, and Chance is a little frustrated there.
Yeah, they gave him the first down, but he didn't get a good spot there. I think he did come down short of the goal line as much as he was trying to stretch and get in.
So here we go. Auburn Trojans. Auburn is close. 3rd and goal. Chance trying to sneak in. And he does. Touchdown, Auburn. And that's 6 points and a $50 donation courtesy of Young Security. because the Auburn Trojans scored. So I want to thank our sponsor this week, Young Security, $50 to St. Martin de Port.
Great job by the front line of Auburn Trojan. Didn't need much, just needed to give Chance a chance to get in the end zone. He's going to do the kicking too.
So 17-6. Chance will attempt the extra point, as Adam said. Oh, bad snap. Chance. He's the quarterback. He can throw it. Oh, throw it. Get rid of it. No. Can't do it. So nothing doing there for Auburn. That's a tough one when you're down, when you're trying to get anything you can. So couldn't work. Didn't work. The snap did not work, and the hold. So 17-6, but Auburn gets on the board. We'll take a short break. Back with more second quarter action from Auburn. You're watching CEFCU Friday Night Rivals here on CW23. Stay with us. Welcome back to CEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. We are in Auburn, where the Auburn Trojans have just scored, so they trail the Maroa-Forsyth Trojans 17-6 here in the second quarter. 7:06 to go. We wrap up the regular season here, week 9 of the IHSA football season. And the Maroa-Forsyth Trojans, again, top-ranked team in the state, undefeated, powerful offense. Good defense, great coach. Auburn with a great coach, and just fighting to have a chance to make the postseason. They need that 5th win. Have to have it.
Have to have it here tonight.
So that's a big touchdown for the Auburn Trojans. Now they got to gives them some confidence as the Maroa-Forsyth Trojans await the kickoff, and Destin Chance, and with the kickoff, it's an Illinois Air National Guard kickoff, fielded cleanly and to the 40. Auburn Trojans bring him down at the 45-yard line, so good field position for Maroa-Forsyth, and the return that time made by Cade Culp, the freshman.
Culp's a speedster, so you got to be careful. Culp back there, Wade Jostis is back there too. A lot of speed out of these younger guys for the Maroa-Forsyth Trojans, and they're guys that you might not be thinking about could bring a kickback, and they could very, very easily.
Ball on the 44-yard line for Maroa-Forsyth. Ian Benner, a threat with his arm and on the ground. There's the pitch, and Davenport, left side, has got some room. Close to a first down, Adam.
Let's see where they mark him when he stepped out of bounds. I thought he was pretty close to the, yeah. They're going to mark him a little bit short, but good run there by Davenport.
Yeah. And Friday Night Rivals is available streaming live online. Log on to CW23TV.com and click on the Friday Night Rivals link. You can also find complete game videos and photos from this season's games. Ian Benner rolls and throws. Cross midfield, the catch. Davenport cuts back to 40. I hear the whistle, so I think he stepped out of bounds. So Davenport with a nice run after catch, but he did step out of bounds. So
he did enough just to get the first down.
And they moved the chains, yes, and that's a Shields first down.
Ooh, he did not step out of bounds there. That was
really too close, but yeah.
That was close, but I don't think he stepped out of bounds there, so.
And again, just to remind you, the officials don't have instant replay like we do, so.
no video board instant replay for the crowd to look at either.
There's the handoff to Clifton. Not much there. A lot of Auburn Trojans there, so. Make it second and maybe about the same, 10 yards, maybe even, about 10. No gain on the play. So 6:18 to go, second quarter. Benner gonna keep it, rolls, in trouble, throws it off balance, and did he catch it? Yes, he did.
He did catch it.
That was a good catch. Caden Morris. That was one of the better catches we've seen. Look at this, everybody.
This
tough throw,
catch, but
off balance, and he needs 1 foot. He might have even had 2. Look at this. Great camera.
I think he came down completely.
Both. And in traffic.
Yeah, he was in bounds. But here,
so they moved the chains. It's the Shields' first down.
The coach in me is not very happy with that throw there from Ian Benner. He took a chance that he didn't need to, and it almost turned into an Auburn, and the ball pops out there.
Benner spins, and yeah, the ball comes out. Auburn says they do have it. So a turnover for Maroa-Forsyth.
If there's one thing that's plagued Ian Benner in his now 2-year starting career for the Maroa-Forsyth Trojans, at that he has a knack to turn the football over sometimes. You know, that doing a little too much trying to move the football around, or the play before that, he was very lucky that the Auburn Trojans didn't intercept that pass that he lofted up to Caden Morris, who had 3 guys around him. He's still young, he's still learning, but you know Coach Joseph is not going to be happy about that.
So Destin Chance and Auburn, they've got another chance to get something going here. Chance with time, going to step up and dumps it off, tipped by the Trojans of Maroa-Forsyth, their defense, but nothing doing there. So we'll do it again on be 2nd and 10.
Live to play another down there, and it looks like Maroa is going to start spying a Chance in the backfield. So what they're doing is they're taking a linebacker from the Maroa-Forsyth defense, and he is going to mirror whatever Chance does, so he doesn't get loose and get outside the pocket and turn, you know, a potential sack into a 20-yard gain.
Is it like the boxing one in basketball?
Yeah,
sort of? You kind of focus on him. Focus. Okay, thank you.
You focus on one guy and you try to bottle up the rest of the team.
So 2nd and 10 for Auburn. Chance back to throw. Has time, fires it, and complete at the 36-yard line, 35-yard line. Clock continues to run, and reception made that time by Austin Curtis, the senior.
Great job by Curtis to go down and catch that football to put him in 3rd and short here.
And tonight at 10:15 on ABC News Channel 20, get all of your local high school football highlights on News Channel 20's Friday Night Rivals recap. That's with Donnie Tillman, the sports director, and Carly Bell. All right. Chance looking, has time, fires it incomplete, low. So that'll bring up 4th down and 3. So Adam, you're on the 36-yard line. You went for it a while ago, Auburn.
I'm going to go for it again.
Okay.
I'm going to rely on the great job my defense has done here tonight. I'm going to go for it.
Okay. That's you. Let's see what Dave Bates says. No,
crazy
no. Let's see. I would think you're right.
And
let's see.
That's maybe why he's a Hall of Famer, and I'm talking on TV.
No. Let's see. And
looks like they are going to punt.
Yeah. So Auburn will punt, and of course you have 6 points. That certainly doesn't hurt. Cam Lee and a flag. Cam Lee with a pretty good punt there.
And
but fielded at the 15, slips and falls and down, and
it's going to be
nothing to. What's the flag going to be?
False start. They didn't. Auburn was not set. I don't even know if they had 11 guys on the field is what they might be arguing about out here.
Drew Hicks with the return, but let's see what happens.
Yeah, so illegal formation.
Here's the announcement.
Illegal motion on the offense. 2-minute motion at the snap. We'll re-kick after a 5-yard penalty.
So re-kick. There's somebody say, come on, it's senior night here at Auburn. Which is true, it is.
It is senior night.
But you got to call them. You got to call them. So, but you're just looking for any break you can get, right? If you're Auburn, you need that. You need that win, obviously. So
yeah, two of the outside guys on the Auburn punt team were arguing with each other. They might have only had 10 guys, and that might have been the confusion because they were very unsure on what was going on. But now Maroa, you're catching a break here and get a chance to return another kick.
Cam Lee kicks again, and it's a line drive and a bullet, and picked up 40, 45, cross midfield with some speed, and wow, what a break there for Maroa-Forsyth on the second punt. So now you're at the 41-yard line of Auburn after Drew Hicks makes a nice return there and shows some speed. And hey, let's right now find the students with the most school spirit. It's the MTI Fan Cam.
A lot of cold faces.
Yeah, hey, get hands-on training to take off in your career with Midwest Tech. And a few blankets. There's some Halloween, I guess, masks, right? Football on them and cameras and everything. So gotta love it. High school football in Central Illinois. Thanks to Midwest Technical Institute. All right, 1st and 10. Benner pitches. And nothing doing there, and a flag, late flag. Davenport with the carry.
It's gonna be a face mask or some kind of defensive penalty on the Auburn Trojans.
It came pretty late in the play, didn't it?
Incidental face mask. Number 54, defense, 5 yards.
And you called it, so 5 yards for Maroa-Forsyth.
So yeah, a pretty harmless run play that the Auburn had stopped is now kind of turns into a 2nd and short here.
Don't want to give Maroa-Forsyth any help, but 2nd and 4.
If you think back to the 2 punts, there's about a 35-yard swing in field position for Maroa-Forsyth.
2nd and 4. Benner looks to the sidelines. Has what he wants to do here. Rolls, throws, complete. 30, 25, cuts back. Hard to bring down and hit hard. Ball helmet comes loose at the ball. Boy, that was a heck of an effort there for Maroa-Forsyth, and Drew Hicks is getting a lot of few receptions tonight.
Yeah,
so
he's kind of been his go-to guy here tonight, and he keeps hiding and finding open spots. Took a big hit here late, but he will have to come off the field now for a play because his helmet did pop off there at the end.
And that is a Shields 1st down for Maroa-Forsyth. Ball on the 19. They are inside the red zone. Benner pitches back to Clifton. Clifton looking and cuts back. He's going inside the 5. Close to the 5 there. See where he...
He's going to hit 4 or 5 yard line right there.
It didn't look like a hole was going to be much, but oh, that was a heck of a play by Gavin Clifton, the junior there. So 1st down, and it's a Shields 1st down for Gavin Clifton and Maroa-Forsyth. So now you're 1st and goal on the 6.
Yep, keep an eye on Clifton.
And Clifton has it, gets it, cuts back right and into the end zone. Touchdown. 6 points, Maroa-Forsyth, and that's a Young Security touchdown and another $50 donation, courtesy of Young Security, to St. Martin de Porres.
Great job by Clifton there just to take what he can get. Hid behind his line a little bit, almost was brought down in the backfield, but just he's got a lot of speed and a lot of power. Extends the lead here for Maroa-Forsyth.
So Riley Fitzpatrick on to attempt the extra point to try to make it 24-6 for the visiting Maroa-Forsyth Trojans. And there's the extra point attempt, and it is good. So 24-6, Maroa-Forsyth leads Auburn here in the 2nd quarter. 3:42 to go. We're going to take a short break. You're watching CEFCU Friday Night Rivals here on CW23. We'll be back with more 2nd quarter action from Auburn in just a minute. Stay with us. Welcome back to CEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. Maroa-Forsyth and Auburn here in Auburn. 3:42 to go in the 2nd quarter, and Maroa-Forsyth, you can see why they are 8-0. They lead 24-6 on the last weekend, the last Friday night of the regular season. High school football here in the state of Illinois. So the kicker and kickers, different people have kicked tonight for Maroa-Forsyth. They've been busy, Adam, with 24 points tonight on the board. So, and doing the kicking honors this time is going to be Zach Frazier. And there is an Illinois Air National Guard kickoff. Fielded at the 12. Trying to cut back, get something going for the Trojans of Auburn. So mark it at about the 25. And take a look at the scoring drive, Adam, the summary there.
Yeah, didn't need much. It didn't take much time off the clock either, but it all started with the illegal formation and then the big punt return, and it's a short field for Maroa-Forsyth.
24-6, as you see, and Auburn now with the ball and in need of getting some points. Destin Chance. He's a good one. quarterback for Auburn. Chance looking, fakes left, rolls right, under pressure, still rolling, going back and more. Now he's going forward and not much. Oh, I thought he might have been hit a little bit late there, but Chance, just absolutely nothing there.
No, he's getting a lot of early pressure, and he's having to take his eyes off of routes downfield because of the pressure he's getting in his face. But he's got to learn to maybe up his clock and try to get rid of the football a little bit quicker.
2nd and 17 now, as the hole gets a little bit deeper for Auburn. Inside of 3 minutes in the second quarter as the clock runs. Chance is telling a couple of receivers to move in a little bit, and they do. Chance looking left, looking in trouble, steps up, shows a little bit of speed, and out of bounds at the 23. Gain of maybe 4, so
a lot of frustration
there. Yeah,
it was very well covered by Maroa-Forsyth. It might look like he had some guys here on the far side of the field open, but that's a long throw and easy to make up ground for a Maroa-Forsyth Trojan defender to potentially step in front of that pass. So he did the smart thing there and pulled the ball down and just got what he could.
3rd and 14 for Auburn. Chance fires it right, complete, down the sidelines and out of bounds, short of the first down. So Auburn in a punt situation. Greg Downs with the reception for the Auburn Trojans.
Yep, going to be 4th and about 6. Let's see what they decide to do here.
I think they'll punt, but let's see here. 2:26 to go, and they're looking into the sideline. See, they're going to call. Nope, they're going to.
Yeah, they've got
not going to call
timeout.
Yep, I thought they might talk about it. Chances back fairly deep as far as being in the shotgun, Adam. I have to say,
I expect a lot of pressure here from Maroa-Forsyth.
Chance fires and incomplete. Intended receiver was Braden Smith. So now you talk about pressure in your defense, and you've got faith in them, but they've got to stop Maroa-Forsyth on this drive.
I think Chance is a little frustrated because Smith wasn't even at the first down marker. If he would have caught that ball diving for it, he would have been about a half-yard short. So let's hope the Auburn Trojans can get a stop here and keep themselves in this football game before halftime.
2:22 to go. 1st and 10 for Maroa-Forsyth from the Auburn 32-yard line. Benner back to throw. Does complete. Nope, dropped. Had it and dropped it. So incomplete. 2nd and 10. And Adam, we got to give a shout out to our statistician here. Congratulations, Doug Opperman.
New daddy.
All right, congratulations, Doug Opperman. And
congratulations to the Opperman family.
Yes.
Hope everybody's doing well.
Baby boy,
Baby
all right.
boy.
Name? Henry Austin.
Henry
all right,
Austin
congrats. Congrats. Thanks for all your help, and congratulations. That's great. Doesn't get any better than
Hopefully he's watching some Friday Night Rivals.
that. Start him out. There you go. All right. 2nd and 10, Benner. Back to throw. In trouble. Rolling and complete. The 22-yard line.
You're going to get a hold
Davenport, Max Davenport not happy. Made the completion, or made the catch. A little frustration there. I don't know what happened at the end of the play.
Not sure.
And
you're going to get a
player down.
Here
Here's
on
the okay. Yeah, here's
Forsyth.
Here's a, so you're hit
Holding,
and then
number 5 on the offense.
so he calls it on. Oh, so that's why a little bit of frustration from Davenport. Tim Stewart, number 3, but I don't think the officials.
Yeah, I don't think the number was,
so that's
was
what,
correct.
That's 2, yeah. Well, Chances. So Chance is down.
He's the one that made the tackle.
Yeah, not
Looks to be shaken up a little bit.
That's the last thing Auburn needs, right?
Yeah.
So clock running here, 2:02 to go. Maroa-Forsyth with the ball, 2nd and 24 from the 46. Benner in trouble, steps up. Oh, almost fell. Oh, hit hard at the 45 and brought down. There's a good tackle right there. Number 54, Charlie Patterson, the junior, used all of his 160 pounds there.
Put a big hit there on Benner. I wouldn't imagine to see anything. You're going to see anything special here from Maroa-Forsyth. They've got the lead. They've got the ball right now. Going into halftime, you don't really want to take any unnecessary chances and maybe give some life to this Auburn sideline.
Benner, well, coming the other way, trying to see him. They catch Auburn off guard, and no.
So I think
they do not. A flag on the play.
An illegal formation here from Maroa-Forsyth.
And Drew Hicks with the run
legal
there.
Formation
there
on the offense.
Good call, Adam. And so with 1 minute to go, now you're after they mark this off, I want to see this because
it's going to be 3rd and Chatham Glenwood.
At this
rate,
well,
we're going pretty far south.
Well, I was going to say, let's see, what is it going to be
the
here?
Penalty is declined. 4th down.
Oh,
okay. Smart. So now you know what it was. Maybe the Chatham Glenwood. Now it's 3rd into the Casey's General Store across the street. We can see across Route 4 here. How's that? One of our sponsors. I can say that Casey's General Store, and they're right here. We can see them. I almost smell the pizza. We had some earlier. It was good. So 4th and 23. Yeah, with a minute to go, like you said, Adam, you wouldn't think anything tricky or fancy, but let's see. You never know with Maroa-Forsyth.
You never know with Maroa-Forsyth. They definitely want to just get this game under control and over with, and move on to the first round of the playoffs.
Benner looked like he was going to throw, steps up and runs, and brought down. A good tackle there. Benner wants a face mask. I don't think he's going to get it. He does not. So Auburn takes over on downs with 46 seconds to go and 3 timeouts. You can get something on the board here, Adam. That would be
you come
just
out
what
at
Auburn
halftime.
wants.
You come out of halftime with the football as well.
So a little Benner, I think, a little frustrated there. And so now Destin Chance. He's a senior, and this is it. Got to do it tonight. Fires it complete to Downs and to the 44-yard line. Pick up on 7 and take a timeout. They do. The Auburn Trojans do. So with 39.2 seconds to go, and of course at halftime we're going to have the kickoff challenge. That's always exciting and fun.
Oh yeah.
Our last one, of course, of the season. So we've got a kicker lined up for you. So Adam, some scores?
Some score updates over at Rocket Booster Stadium. Chatham Glenwood Rochester tied at 14 at halftime. At last check, Sacred Heart Griffin was up 21-7 on MacArthur. That game was almost at half as well.
Prairie Heart Institute would like to thank our EMS and first responders at tonight's game for being the heart of the community. We want to thank you very much for all that you do, and there you see them, Adam, and we appreciate them, and Prairie Heart Institute does too, and I want to thank our EMS and first responders. We need you, and you're there when we need you. We never know, but you're there. So, we never know when we might need you. So, thank you for what you do. Heart of the community. You see they've got their hats on tonight. A little bit chilly, but just about ideal this time of year for week 9 of the high school football season. So 39.2 seconds to go. Destin Chance and Auburn, 2nd and 3. Chance to throw. Has time, throws deep, and overthrows everybody. Intended receiver was Greg Downs. Just a little too much air on that.
Too much heat on that one.
So clock stops, of course, and now you're 3rd and short. You need the first down, and clock's a factor, but don't have to burn a timeout here.
No, and if they do get a first down, the clock will stop until the chain's set. So just need 3 to really keep this drive alive.
Sideline warning on Maroa.
So it's something to think about. You don't get a penalty on the first try. Next time the coaches or a player interrupts with an official on the sideline, that will be a 5-yard penalty.
Trying to keep an eye over there, hard to tell, but yeah. So you get the warning and
usually have a get back coach, and what that means is you have one coach that his whole job during the game is to yell get back, to stay off the line, so you stay out of the official's way.
you take a look at the Maroa-Forsyth sidelines, and do they list it that way in the program?
I don't
get
think
back coach or no?
It's
Okay,
kind of
I just wanted to know. I wasn't sure.
It's not a job any coach loves to do.
Yeah, 3rd and 3. Chance going to keep it. Fighting. Oh, and I think he got the first down.
He's going to get a first down.
To Shields' first down. And Adam, I think timeout Auburn. I think Maroa-Forsyth may have helped a little bit.
Yeah.
But the defender just by pulling forward a little bit, not intentionally, but hey, first down is Shields' first down and keeps the drive alive for Auburn.
Yeah, and
here's the replay.
I think it was a called pass play, and he made up his mind pretty early there that he was going to try to tuck it and run. But you know, Dave Bates was quick to call a timeout. Talk about what they want to do here.
29.5 seconds to go in the second quarter. Here's a good look at the Trojans sideline, Auburn Trojan sidelines. There, the cheerleaders. On a beautiful night for high school football. Hard to believe it is week 9. There's the Maroa-Forsyth sideline, and they're fired up. They want to remain undefeated, like we said, win that Sangamon Conference title outright.
You know,
that's
a lot of people,
a big goal.
You might think that, oh, they're already 8-0. You know, what do they need this game for? Well, one, you want to be a conference champion and have that by yourself, because if they were to lose tonight, they would share that crown with Williamsville. Also, you want to get a great playoff seed, because it's all dependent, you know, to get as many home games as possible. There's going to be a flag there.
A couple of flags, chances brought down, and see what
it's going to be on the Auburn Trojans. I would assume it's going to be hold. Like I said, within getting the playoffs, it's all about having as many home games as possible.
Holding. Offense, number 73. That penalty is declined. Holding. Offense, number 51. That penalty we marched off 10 yards.
Well, 2 flags, 2 holds.
Take your pick.
Yeah. So.
Auburn has taken their last time out.
Okay, there's a last time out for the Auburn Trojans. So, and yeah, Adam, we talked about that a little bit last week in Taylorville. Said, hey, the Tornadoes, you know, you talk about you don't know if you're going to get a home game or 2, depending how long you're alive. But if you've got like turf at Taylorville, that could be a big advantage depending on the weather.
And turf at Maroa.
And Maroa, same thing. And not to say if you don't have turf, you don't have an advantage, but everybody obviously wants to play at home and get that good seed.
And especially
find out tomorrow
in the playoffs, you usually, after round 1, you're probably got a little bit of travel involved. So as much as you can stay home and stay in your normal routine and have some familiarity, the more comfortable you're going to be. So they try to make it equal in the Illinois high school football playoffs. To, you know, if you've played one home game and the team you're playing hasn't, it's going to be their place. So they try to make it as even as possible. But if both teams have played the same amount, it does go to the higher seed. So that's why getting that high seed is so important.
That's a great point. So and I said that before the game. That's one of the great things about one of the great things about high school football is if you're 6-0, 7-0, 8-0. I mean, I know the last couple games they mean a lot. I mean, there's a lot on the line. You have the incentive.
Yeah.
Maybe unlike professional sports and that where things are wrapped up and you rest people,
guys
but no.
Out. There's no rest in here.
So 1st and 25 for Destin Chance and Auburn. Here in the second, Chance steps up, runs, got a lot of room, gets to midfield, and a flag is down, and Chance is down at midfield and tries to hurry up, but there's a flag on the play. I don't think Chance saw it, but
no, that came
clock
in
stopped for 15 seconds.
Pretty late there on.
Holding 73 on the offense.
So holding a couple of times there for Auburn. Consecutive plays.
We talked about being first and maybe in Chatham. We're now almost in Thayer.
Yeah, that's That's about right.
Getting pretty close. We're going the opposite way. If you're an Auburn Trojan fan,
you're making obviously your distance, your yardage a lot greater, and you're running out of time here in the first half. But so out of timeouts, the Auburn Trojans are, but 1st and 38 for Destin Chance.
I don't know if we've seen that
company.
Yet.
Chance scrambling, running, get rid of it, and he does complete at the 28. And time runs out, and that's going to do it here in the first half. After the reception by the Trojans, not enough. Cam Lee. So we're at halftime, and the Maroa-Forsyth Trojans lead 24-6, trying to remain perfect on the season, Adam, and they played pretty well here in the first half. As you see Benner throw, look at that, heck of a play.
You know what? If you're Auburn, you're down 24-6. You've turned the ball over twice. You had a safety. You're not particularly out of this game that much. You've really played pretty well defensively. Just some short fields and then some turnovers.
What? Look at this.
That's a first-class scene right there.
I saw that. That's where I want to go. Get a Bears blanket. That's it.
I might
Look
be
at
asleep.
Look at that.
Not this cold.
You know
outside.
what? Pull up a TV. Put a TV up there for the replay with the game we're doing. You go over there. That you're set. Those are VIP seats. I see them just outside the end zone here, Adam. That's what it's all about. That's good. Is that their version of a skybox? Something like that?
I think so.
A suite? Luxury suite?
It's a luxury suite here in Auburn.
All right, let's go down to Thomas Patrick. Thomas?
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Coach Jostis with Maroa-Forsyth. You got a 24-6 lead going into halftime. How have you been able to capitalize on some of the turnovers and some of the mistakes on the other side of the field?
Should have some more. Auburn's outplaying us up front. They've been very physical. Obviously, it's do or die for them, so hats off to their kids coming out. Like I said, I actually think they've outplayed us in the first half.
Okay, so I've been noticing you're definitely not satisfied on your side of the sideline with the lead. So what needs to change in the second half to get you to undefeated heading into the playoffs?
Well, we got to be better up front. Right now we're struggling to get any consistency on offense. Our defense has done a great job. Even the touchdown was led after a kid spun out of a tackle and got the long run. So defense is playing great, causing some turnovers, stopped some fourth down situations. But we got to do a better job on offense, and we got to be more consistent, put together drives instead of relying on big plays.
All right, good luck in the second half, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Thomas, and interesting insight there from Maroa-Forsyth's head coach. Right now, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back because the Susan's Auto Mall halftime report is coming up next. Stay tuned here on CW23. And you're watching the Susan's Auto Mall halftime report on Friday Night Rivals. Paul Wappel, Adam Anderson, and it is halftime here in Auburn. And you see the score. Maroa-Forsyth leads 24-6. This is a Sangamo Conference battle, and the last game, of course, of the regular season. A lot on the line for both teams. And earlier today, CEFCU presented Auburn High School with a $500 donation to say thank you for hosting tonight's Friday Night Rivals matchup. CEFCU will make a $500 donation to each Friday Night Rivals host school throughout the season for use for their general fund. CEFCU is proud to support our communities, our schools, and our students with Friday Night Rivals. Thanks to CEFCU, and thank you to Auburn High School for being great host once again. And right now, we're going to take a short break as you take a quick look at the Auburn Trojans band. Back with more on the Susan's Auto Mall halftime report here on Friday Night Rivals. Stay with us. And you're watching the Susan's Auto Mall halftime report here on Friday Night Rivals. Halftime, of course, here in Auburn as you take a look at the marching band doing a great job here on Friday Night Rivals. Maroa-Forsyth with a 24-6 lead over Auburn. And I wanted to let you know throughout this Friday Night Rivals season, NorTrack will recognize an exceptional senior student athlete from each participating school with a plaque presentation prior to each game. This week's NorTrack Scholar athletes are from Maroa-Forsyth, Eli Benner, Eli has a 5.0 grade point average and is a member of National Honor Society. He plays football, basketball, and track and field. Eli volunteers for the polar plunge and relay for life. Congratulations to Eli. And from Auburn High School, DJ Donaldson. DJ has a 4.3 grade point average and is a member of National Honor Society. He plays football, basketball, baseball, and wrestles. DJ volunteers at the soup kitchen, lunches in the park, and plans to enter the United States Air Force. These students are also eligible to win a $5,000 scholarship to be presented at the end of the season, courtesy of NorTrack. NorTrack is proud to support and encourage exceptional student athletes across Central Illinois. Congratulations to both of this week's NorTrack Scholar athletes, from Maroa-Forsyth, Eli Benner, and from Auburn, DJ Donaldson. All right, Thomas Patrick, we'll go down to you on the sidelines. What do you have?
Hey, thanks, guys. I'm here with Nate Essex, the principal at Auburn High School. First of all, how's it going? How's the game been going so far on your end?
Well, had some offensive miscues there with a couple fumbles, but hopefully second half make some adjustments and come out and put some more points on the board.
Yeah, of course, we'll see what all unfolds over the next 24 minutes of the game. But you've been having a great school year up to this point so far. Can you just talk to me just a little bit about what's going on in the hallways?
Yeah, we got great set of staff working with the kids, great group of kids in the hallways, and it just seems like this year has been, a very smooth start to the year. I don't want to jinx myself here after, the first 9 weeks or so, but just finished up parent-teacher conferences the last couple of days, and staff has worked really hard to make it a great environment, and they've done a great job of doing that.
And I think the students take that to heart as well. I know that one of the reporters at Channel 20 told us that especially your student leaders are just taking it on themselves to make sure there's no negativity in the hallways. Isn't that right?
Yeah, we're working really hard. The student council does a tremendous amount, and those kids do come in and are, some of them are natural leaders, some are put in that position, but they do a great job of making sure that everyone's on the same page, and we're having, like I said, having a great start of the year for it.
All right, Nate, thanks for visiting with us here at halftime, and good luck to your team in the second half.
Thank you.
All right, back to you guys in the booth.
All right, thank you very much, Thomas. You're watching the Susan's Auto Mall halftime report on Friday Night Rivals. We'll be back with more from here in Auburn in just a minute. Stay with us. And you're watching the Susan's Auto Mall halftime report on Friday Night Rivals. We are live in Auburn at halftime. Maroa-Forsyth leads 24-6. And Adam, here's our first half highlights. And the Trojans of Maroa-Forsyth start off with the safety in the first quarter, get the 2 points, and tough going uphill a little bit after that from Auburn.
Yeah, it had the short field after the free kick, and it was all Gavin Clifton on that drive. And Maroa really kind of turned a corner right here and opened it up with the big pass to Max Davenport.
Tough throw, and Benner made it, and yeah, Davenport with a nice reception there, wide open. Trojans come back, Destin Chance sneaks it in.
Yeah, after the big running catch by Greg Downs got him deep into Maroa-Forsyth territory, and then the final score of the half was another Gavin Clifton touchdown.
So Maroa-Forsyth with the 24-6 lead. Here, Auburn again in a must-win situation. And right now, we'll go down to Thomas Patrick. Thomas?
Hey guys, we're just about ready for the halftime kick, trying to win money for the school of Auburn, but maybe a little cash for this guy. This is Levi. You're actually an alumni from Auburn at Lincoln Land Community College. First of all, how are you feeling before this halftime kick?
Pretty good. Just a little nervous.
Okay, so is there any tips, tricks that you think is going to help you make these kicks tonight?
Just trying to aim in between the posts and lean back so it stays up.
All right. Okay, so we know Mega Millions could give away $1 billion tonight. What would you do if you won the lottery?
I don't know. Buy an island. Buy an island.
Well, you can win $250 for yourself. So what would you do with maybe a little extra cash? Probably not buy an island, though.
Nah, probably buy her something.
Okay, that your girlfriend?
Yep.
Well, she's got your back, so does the rest of the cheerleaders, so good luck to you. Hopefully you make those kicks. Good luck, Levi.
Thank you.
Win for us. Go, Levy Slater.
Thank you, Thomas. And here's how this works. It's time for the Susan's Auto Mall halftime challenge. So our contestant, there he is, Levi Slater, you saw him, If Levi makes a 15-yard field goal, he'll get $50 and $250 for the home school. That would be Auburn. If Levi makes a 20-yard field goal, he'll win $100 and $500 will go to the home school. If Levi can make a 25-yard field goal, he'll get $250 and $1,000 for the home school. He'll start with a 15-yard field goal, but has to make each kick to move on. Let's go down to the kick, and Levi Slater is here, an alumni of Auburn High School, and it's his girlfriend, and he's here to support her. And look at this. Here's the kick. He is up. Oh! Woo! Wow!
He's got the eligibility.
That works. Yeah, let's find out.
He's got the eligibility.
Oh, that was good. So that's $50 and $2 for him and $250. Now let's see.
He's ready to go.
20-yard field goal. Wow! Nailed it.
Good.
Sign him up. Hey, no, he's cool under pressure there.
I think his girlfriend's more excited than he is
That's
right now.
$100 for him and $500 now. This is for $250 for Levi and $1,000 for Auburn High School. Kick is up. Oh, not pretty, but it goes through.
It's
good. It's good.
Friendly the Bear signal. That's good.
Oh my goodness, it's good. Sign him up is right. Look at that. Hey, I did it. Look at it. He's cool. Congratulations, Levi. Look at that. They're going to have dinner tonight.
His girlfriend's more excited because she knows where that money's going.
That's great. Congratulations and thanks to Susan Langheim, Susan's Auto Mall, the halftime show. That's great. Wow, what a year it's been. That's the way to finish the regular season for us.
Finish on a high note
there. That's awesome. Wow. Find out. Thomas, talk to. Here he is. Here it is. Here it is. Thomas, take it away.
We're
find
here.
out.
We're just trying to find the camera in this mess here. Levi, congratulations. Cool as a cucumber out there. You said you're nervous. You're not nervous, are you?
No, a little bit, but I don't know. I've been playing soccer for quite a while, so it wasn't too bad.
Okay, I think that's where it comes from. Soccer. He wasn't telling us that before. I think you were sandbagging us a little bit there. But how do you feel now?
I feel pretty good. I don't know. It's nice going out there and making those 3 field goals.
Okay, so you got $250, and I know your girlfriend was there, so nice dinner.
Yeah.
Wear something nice. Make sure to tip well.
Oh, yeah.
Have yourself a good time. Does that sound like a good plan for you?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right, congratulations again, Levi, and congratulations for helping your school, your alumni here at Auburn win $1,000. Congratulations.
All right, thank you.
That's great. Congratulations, Levi. He was calm, cool, collected.
Yeah,
and Levi Slater, I just did one of those ancestry reports, and I'm related to him. So I got to go tell Levi I'm related to him, right?
After watching how excited his girlfriend was, I don't think you're getting any of that
That's
money.
right. So. All right, congrats. More here from Auburn. We're watching the Susan's Auto Mall halftime report on Friday Night Rivals. Welcome back to the Susan's Auto Mall halftime report on Friday Night Rivals. We're at halftime in Auburn. Maroa-Forsyth leading 24-6 in a must-win game for the Auburn Trojans. They've got a lot of work ahead of them, but they've got a third and fourth quarters to try to do it. Adam, you have some scores? Oh, okay, let's go down to Thomas Patrick. Thomas?
Hey, thanks, guys. I'm here with Coach Bates with Auburn, and you've had some big plays in the first half and a couple miscues along the way. So what did you tell your guys at halftime to change that?
Well, we just can't make mistakes. I mean, we've been right in the game and had some opportunities and just misfired on a couple times. So we just got to keep plugging away, kind of nickel dime them here. Don't get in a big hurry, and we'll see what we can do.
All right. Good luck in the second half, Coach.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Thomas, and thanks to Dave Bates for his comments, his thoughts. Adam, a couple of scores, right?
A couple of Athens was up 34-0 on New Berlin. That game was in the second half. Springfield High up 21-3 over Jacksonville. That game in the third quarter. Sacred Heart Griffin pulling away from MacArthur 31-7 over at Cyclone Stadium. An update from Rochester. Rochester up 21-14 that game in the third quarter as well.
Against Glenwood, Chatham Glenwood, right? Okay, got it. Thank you. All right. And you take a look at some of the statistics. And yeah, Adam, I mean, the rushing yards, obviously a huge difference. Passing yards, pretty similar. And a couple of breaks, and you could say that a lot of different games maybe, but this one, we talked about it, and Dave Bates said something about it. I mean, you take away that safety, and things could be different. And
if I had my little John Madden Telestra, I'd be circling these two turnovers down here for the Auburn Trojans were huge. They came at very inopportune times for them and gave Maroa-Forsyth short fields. They only gave up 7 points. They only gave up a touchdown off both turnovers, but The first turnover led to the short field, which led to the safety, so it was kind of a snowball effect. And you can't give a team like Maroa-Forsyth extra possessions because they'll take advantage of it.
We talked about that on the preview show that, for Auburn, everything had to go right, and they had to play almost a perfect game, not turn it over. But, hey, got a whole half to go, and you can overcome that. Auburn's done that before and been in this position before. It can be done. That's why they play the game, right? So we saw them firing up each other a couple minutes ago here as we're almost ready for the third quarter. This is the last chance. This is it for the seniors.
And Coach Joseph talked about before the right as halftime started, he felt his kids got outplayed, and I completely agree with him. I thought they got outplayed here in the first half because these Auburn kids wanted a little bit more maybe.
And earlier this week, we want to let you know that we spoke with Prairie Heart Institute. Take a look at tonight's Heart of the Game message, brought to you by Prairie Heart Institute.
Well, we're taking a time out from football right now to talk about weight loss and cardiovascular health. Sonia Jones joins us right now. Obviously, we've heard so much about weight loss. Just why is this so important as far as health benefits are concerned?
It's really important to lose weight. When you are overweight or you're obese, it increases your risk of heart disease, stroke, diabetes. When you are overweight, then there's more stress on your heart. And I remember when I was on The Biggest Loser, when you lose 5 to 10% of your body weight, within that first month that we lost weight, all of our medications were gone. So when you start taking care of your body starts taking care of you. You don't walk around and see a whole lot of 100-year-old obese people. So when you lose the weight, it allows you to live longer.
And, of course, you are the class of 2016 on The Biggest Loser, if I'm correct there. Let's talk about eating habits, because that's one thing that people struggle with, depending on your work schedule, your life in general. Just what are some important eating habits?
It's like we're talking about Friday Night Lights. You got a pregame, you got a game, you got postgame. You've got to think about things. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Meal prep is super important. Making sure you're eating a lot of, stocking yourself, your pantry with healthy vegetables, fruits, refrigerators full of, lean meats, things like that. When you go to prepare food, make sure you're not deep frying things. Make sure that you're baking or broiling, doing things that are healthy. When you have a plan of attack, then what you do is you go into your meal and you enjoy it. You sit down, you savor it, you enjoy your meal. Take small bites. If you're one of those people that likes to eat 5 small meals a day, do that. And then after the game, once you've made your dinner, when you think about post-game, look at things that can help you. Exercise, making sure that you're moving, making sure that you are doing things that positively impact your eating schedule.
Way to break that down, X's and O's as far as healthy eating. Coach Jones, I'm going to call you Coach Jones.
That's right, I was a coach.
Yes, thank you for taking out the time to give us a little information on cardiovascular health and staying healthy with weight loss.
All right, thank you, Sonia, and thanks, Donnie Tillman, and thanks to Prairie Heart Institute for that great information there. Good advice. All right, third quarter, we are set. Maroa-Forsyth will kick off to Auburn, and Zach Frazier with the Illinois Air National Guard kickoff here in the third quarter. From the 15 to the 20, 25, and out of bounds. So that's where Auburn will start things, is Cole Donaldson, the junior, with the return for Auburn. So they'll have okay field position, but
and that ball was pretty close to rolling out of bounds. He kind of made a last effort. It was kind of squirting that way, but again, you want to make sure you got the ball. And he picked up what he could.
So this is it. We can use all the cliches you want, do or die, whatever you want to say, but Auburn has to win this game to be playoff eligible. All right, we're underway. Destin Chance, complete. Pickup of about 7 on the play. Reception by Austin Curtis. So that's a good start for Auburn.
Just an easy pitch and catch. Again, we talked about earlier. That's just like a running play here in this Auburn Trojan offense.
2nd and 3. Chance looks to throw. Nope, going to run it up the middle. Got some room. First down. 40, 45. Across midfield to the 49-yard line, and that's good for a Casey's General Store first down. So Auburn comes out and A little bit of firepower in the second half.
Yeah, again, chance to call his own number there, pulled it down, had an open running lane and just took advantage of it. Maroa-Forsyth is going to have to keep an eye on him in the backfield, or he could do that here the rest of the second half.
First down and 10 from the 48. Chance back to throw, rolls and keeps it, and out of bounds, and pick up about 8 on the play, so end up with a good result. And you know, Destin Chance, a senior, we've seen him a number of times this year, or on Friday Night Rivals, and you know, he's a senior. He's been through these wars in the last couple of years, like Donnie Tillman said. You know, Auburn's been in this situation.
Yeah, you know,
they have to win, or that's how they got in, 5
and as a freshman, he
4.
saw them go. You know, they lost 3 in a row in the regular season, and then 1 out and played in DeKalb for a state title. So he's seen what you can do when your back's against the wall. He really needs to just keep taking advantage of it and willing his team to a victory here tonight if he can.
Give him 6 yards on that, so 4 yards to go, and then some, and breaks a hole, and first down inside the 15-yard line. And that's what you want to do, and a nice run there. That's good for a Casey's General Store first down. Cole Donaldson with a sprint out of the backfield.
We haven't seen a called run for a running back from Auburn here probably about a quarter and a half almost. But a great job by Donaldson to take advantage of it. Almost took that one to the house.
First and 10 from the 14 of Maroa-Forsyth. Chance calls his own number into some traffic, breaks through, down at about the 6. Good second effort there.
I'm sure Coach Joseph and his staff over there is not real happy about how Maroa-Forsyth has come out here in the second half. They look very flat-footed here on defense, and Auburn is taking advantage of it.
So 2nd and 2. Chance gives to Donaldson. A lot of traffic this time, and
yeah, he
nothing there.
Maybe got a yard there on a generous spot.
So that'll bring up 3rd and 1 for Auburn. So Cole Donaldson breathing a little bit of energy to the Auburn Trojans. Chance going to keep it left side, and he's got the
first
down. So it's a Casey's General Store first down, and bring up 1st and goal for Auburn.
So Chance just used his athleticism there to get that first down. But again, these Auburn Trojans want to keep their playoff hopes alive, and he kind of created his own play there, but he knew he could get the first down, and he did.
1st and goal from the 2. Chance in the gun. Keeps it left side and strolls into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. 24-6. That's a Young Security touchdown, and $50 will go to this week's charity. That is the St. Martin de Porter in Springfield.
Great little read option play here, and Chance just kept it late, and the 2 Trojans committed to Donaldson. He snuck it out there and took it in for a score. Auburn's in this football game.
24-12. And Chance will attempt the extra point. And there is the kick. It is up, and it is good. So just like that, it is 24-13 as the Auburn Trojans cut into the Maroa-Forsyth Trojans lead. There you see the replay of the touchdown. Like you said, Adam, the 2 defenders committed to Donaldson, and
really
Chance just strolled in.
With Donaldson turning his back like that, it helped him out because the defender did not know who had the football. Cade Morris came in and committed to tackling Donaldson, and I think it was because he turned his back.
Let's go down to Thomas Patrick. Thomas?
All right, thanks, guys. Great game going on so far. Right now with me is Jacob. You're with Midwest Technical Institute. First of all, thanks for being here and joining us. And obviously, you do a lot of recruiting around the area here, and you offer some big-time scholarships for kids in their future.
Yes, sir, we do. Last year, our Springfield campus gave out $177,000 in scholarships to high school students. That program is open again this year, as well as we do have a financial aid department up there that can help them out with any of their needs.
Yeah, and obviously this is a great time to start thinking about it, especially for these kids. They're sophomore, junior, even senior year. Now is the time to do it, not right at the end of the school year, right?
Yeah, that's correct, sir. You always want to get a jump on it, you know, and especially when you're looking at options and this is the right window of opportunity.
All right. Anything else you'd just like to add here at week 9 of Friday Night Rivals?
It's been fun to be out here with you guys all 9 weeks, and it's been a good game, so I appreciate everything you do for us.
All right, and thank you so much, Jacob. All right, back to you in the booth.
Thanks, Thomas, and thanks to Midwest Technical Institute for their great support, sponsorship again this season of Friday Night Rivals. And, yeah, we've got a good one here, Adam. And, Auburn really mixed it up that time. They threw it. Chance ran it. They gave it to Donaldson. They mixed it up and moved pretty quickly.
You know, and just taking a look at the stats, Chance right now 19 carries for 83 yards. So definitely trying to carry this game on his back. I think he's going to need a little bit of help, but he's definitely the engine that moves this Auburn Trojan motor.
And Wade Jostis with the return from Maroa-Forsyth, the Illinois Air National Guard kickoff return. And if the last name sounds familiar, it should. He's related to the coach, Maroa-Forsyth. Wade Jostis, he's a sophomore.
He's a speedster. Again, we talked about earlier, he's got a few younger guys that got a lot of speed and can turn a short kickoff into a huge play, but Auburn did a great job right there containing him.
So now the test is for Auburn's defense. 9:35 to go. They trail by 11. Ian Benner. Hands off to Davenport. Auburn, good defense that time.
Yeah, and again, Coach Joseph talked about it. They've been beat up front. I thought the Auburn Trojan defensive line has done a very good job here of even containing Benner and making sure that he's not busting a lot of plays open. But this is a huge drive for Auburn. If they can keep Maroa out of the end zone or maybe even get a turnover here, that'll be big.
2nd and 6 in Clifton. Not much doing there. We've got a flag on the play.
It's going to be an illegal motion. Clifton did move about a half second too early before the snap, so that's going to bring the ball back 5 yards.
2-minute motion on offense. That penalty will be accepted. No, it will be declined.
Oh, they're going to decline it.
Yeah.
Just go for 3rd down.
Yeah,
Third
why
down.
not? I mean,
why not? Yeah.
Don't give him another down and to make up the yardage. So 9:04 to go, and this is the start you wanted if you're Auburn.
Again, big 3rd down here. If you can get them to punt the football back to you, a huge momentum for the Auburn sideline.
So 3rd and 5 for Ian Benner and Maroa-Forsyth. There's a give to Clifton. Cuts left and not quite. No way. So the Auburn Trojans defense comes up big. Dave Bates here, you see a good shot of him, the longtime Auburn coach. 30-plus years.
Great job here by, again, the Trojan to anticipate that ball is going to go to Clifton and really swallow him up. But it looks like Benner is their punter, so you never can be sure, but it looks like they're going for it.
On 4th and 5 from the 38. See if they're trying to draw him off.
Yeah, now he's going to move back into a punt formation.
Benner does punt it. Pretty high punt. Pretty good kick there, too. And the Trojans of Maroa-Forsyth down it at the 25-yard line. So that's where Auburn will take over. Start their next drive.
A lot of life on this sideline over on Auburn's side.
That's 24-13. Maroa-Forsyth leads. They are 8-0. Number 1 team in the state rankings, and Auburn needs to win. We've said that, and they have to win to be playoff eligible.
And we talked about it last week in the Taylor Road Mount Zion game. You can't give a team like Auburn, who needs this victory to carry on their season, this kind of momentum, because it just makes it a lot tougher.
Chance under center that time, hands off, and pickup of maybe a yard on the play as the Auburn Trojans keep it on the ground, and limping a little bit is Greg Downs, and
he got rolled up on there right there at the end. Hopefully he can shake that off.
So he gets a couple on the play. Well, 2nd and 8. Chance in the gun this time. Fires it complete. And the Maroa-Forsyth defense read that one pretty well as number 35, Braden Smith with the reception.
Yeah, only got about 2 or 3 yards on that.
So we have 3rd down and need to get to the 34-yard line. Auburn does. So you've got 3rd and 7. 7:07 to go in the 3rd.
Empty backfield here. You got to keep an eye on Chance if nobody's open downfield.
Chance, and there you called it, Adam, and he does get loose and gets the 1st down. So you called it, and it's a 1st down at Casey's General Store. 1st down.
Sometimes I feel pretty smart. Sometimes I don't. But right there,
that worked.
I kind of had
Good
a feeling.
job, Coach.
You have to be careful with the pressure you send when he's back there by himself, because if you get out of whack or you come in too fast, which is what Caden Morris did right there, came in a little too hard, gave Chance up too big of an opening to turn that into a 1st down.
From the 38, Chance throws. Incomplete. Not a catchable ball there, so.
Looks like his receivers fell down there.
He's pretty excited, Chance is, and why not? Cam Lee was the big target, but just too much on that one, too high. So 2nd and 10, 6:42 to go in the 3rd. Auburn trying to pull off a huge upset. High snap, Chance has it, keeps it. Can't break the tackle, flag on the play.
That is going to be a face mask.
Face mask, I would think, let's see.
Yeah, definite face mask there on Andrew Poland.
Personal foul, face mask, number 62, defense.
So it's
15 yards.
Helps the Trojans of Auburn quite a bit. So 6:37 to go, and that's good for a 1st down. That's a Casey's General Store 1st down, and other side of the field. Now you're in Maroa-Forsyth territory, Adam, and things so far so good, going well for Auburn.
You know,
here in the 3rd.
If I'm Josh Joseph, I maybe think about calling a timeout here to settle my team down and to let them know, guys, we're in the lead here. We don't need to be making these kind of mistakes or playing on our heels. We've got nothing to lose too.
So 1st and 10 from the 46 of Maroa-Forsyth. Destin Chance looks to throw. Is he going to throw? He's scrambling. Keeps it and gets back to maybe the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what,
play.
Destin Chance is going to be sore tomorrow morning. Yeah. He's taking a lot of hits. He's using every ounce of energy and effort he's got. But it sounds cliched, and we can't say it enough, but they have to win tonight, or he's going to be turning in his pads next week, and that's one of the worst feelings, to turn in your pads at the end of the year.
There's Chance with the handoff to Donaldson. Hit hard.
Trying to strip that ball loose.
They
did.
And they do. And Destin Chance was caught looking, and look at this. Going to go to the end zone. Touchdown, Maroa-Forsyth. There was a flag on the play.
A late flag came in.
Colby Wilbur took it to the house. Let's see if that does remain a Young Security touchdown.
The play was stopped. The forward progress was stopped. I'm surprised no whistle was blown, and I think everybody was anticipating it. But, again, if you're Donaldson, you can't let go of that football.
Unsportsmanlike on the Auburn quarterback. Touchdown.
So the touchdown stands. That is a Young Security touchdown for Maroa-Forsyth. Another $50 goes to St. Martin DePore. Now here's the replay. Hit hard.
Forward progress has stopped right here. So I would imagine everybody thought the whistle was going to blow. But Wilbur does what you're instructed to do, and you play until you hear that whistle blow. And so he took the ball from Donaldson and took off downfield.
Here's a great vantage point. Let's see if Chance gets called for the unsportsmanlike. They're going to attempt the extra point. Maroa-Forsyth is here, and Riley Fitzpatrick
missing
will
a guy.
try to make it. We can come back to that in a second, I think, after the extra point attempt. Let's see. So Riley Fitzpatrick will attempt the extra point. It is up, Plenty of leg, and it is good. So 31-13, Maroa-Forsyth. We'll come back with that in a second. We're going to take a break. Back with more here on SEFCU Friday Night Rivals on CW23. Back with more third quarter action in just a minute. Stay with us. Welcome back to SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. Third quarter action from Auburn, and here's the replay of that last play, or the play before the extra point. So, stripped of the ball, Donaldson was, and the Maroa-Forsyth Trojans, Colby Wilbert takes it all the way for the 6 points.
So the flag came late, and it was on Chance. He very emotional. He thought the play was over. Might have said something that got him in trouble, and that's where the 15-yard penalty came in. So it'll be assessed here on the kickoff, and so it'll potentially could give the Auburn Trojans even shorter field.
And there is the Illinois Air National Guard kickoff by Zach Frazier. So Auburn will have its work cut out for them. But you said something about forward progress. I don't want to belabor the point, but I wasn't sure. I couldn't tell if it had stopped. So it's going to stand.
But even in a game like this, Donaldson's you got to secure that football. You know they're trying to take advantage of any kind of turnover, anything they could get. And again, that's been the story of this football game. Maroa's gotten an opportunity and taken it to its fullest advantage when they can.
And now, if you're Destin Chance, you got to clear your head, start over, and a new series here. You've got to move and move quickly. You're down by 18, or at least a decent pace. So 1st and 10 for Auburn from the 20. And Chance hit hard a couple of times and to about the 23-yard line. And like you said, he's going to be sore tomorrow. He won't be the only one, but he's had some hard hits tonight, or taken some hard hits. So 2nd and 7. 5:14 to go in the third quarter, and it did quiet down quite a bit here after that Maroa-Forsyth touchdown here in the Auburn sideline. A
lot of that momentum kind of just fell right out.
See if Auburn can get some of that momentum back on 2nd and 7. Back to throw Chance. Goes long, got a man, but blocked at the last second. Nice defense there. And shook up on the play is Greg Downs, over 83. Let's see. He's hurting.
He slipped there at the end. So
good defense by Maroa-Forsyth at the last second there. Number 23, Noah Holthouse. Let's see if we can see anything.
Official timeout for injury.
Official timeout. Let's see if we can see anything here, Adam. If he
slipped. I think he fell back on his arm, actually his shoulder, his left shoulder. Hit hard, and he was definitely in some pain.
So we're going to take a timeout. You're watching SEFCU Friday Night Rivals here on CW23. Back with more third quarter action from Auburn in just a minute. Stay with us. Welcome back to SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. Paul Wappel, Adam Anderson, Thomas Patrick on the sidelines, and 31-13, Maroa-Forsyth leads here. And right now, we want to congratulate this week's volunteer, sponsored by SEFCU. And earlier tonight, SEFCU recognized an exceptional volunteer from the home school with a plaque prior to the game. This week's SEFCU volunteer of the game is Tony Nardi. Tony's been involved with the football program for over 13 years. He served as a coach, field setup, and maintenance. Congratulations to tonight's SEFCU volunteer of the game, Tony Nardi. Congratulations, Tony, and thanks to SEFCU. All right.
Well,
so good to
score update, and I hope our colleague Carly Bell is tuned in and listening. Hot take, Carly. It could be cold take. Rochester 31, Glenwood 14, 11 minutes left in that game. So still a lot of time, but the 4-touchdown victory looks kind of out of whack there.
Chance in trouble, scrambling, gets it away, and covered pretty
they're
closely.
See
a flag on
there a little too
play.
early.
So it's great that Chance got rid of it for Auburn. If you're a Auburn Trojans fan, here's the replay. Chance was in trouble and did well to get rid of it.
Yeah. He was under heavy pressure there and just got And Holdhouse just got there about a second too early and clipped the arm.
So that'll help Auburn here. Here's the call.
There are 2 flags on the play. Pass interference on the defense. At the end of the play, unnecessary roughness, personal foul. Both penalties will be enforced.
So it's 2 penalties on the Maroa-Forsyth Trojans.
Don't want to give them any free yards, so not sure what the second penalty was or who it was on. So yeah,
I think the second penalty was actually on number 6, Gavin Clifton, who had the pressure on Chance. Gave him a little bit stiff push there at the end of that play near the sideline. I think that's where you're going to get it. So it's going to be a 30-yard gain there for the Auburn Trojans.
That's good for a couple of cases, for first downs, but just one actually. But yeah, a long one, and that's a first down. They move the chains, and wow, Auburn is in on the 47. They're in Maroa-Forsyth territory, trailing 31-13. So after they sorted that out, that's where the ball is on the 47.
So what Maroa-Forsyth has countered here with Destin Chance kind of breaking free is they've added some quicker guys to the line of scrimmage.
And speaking of quick, look at Chance, and he might go. No, he's going to get hit out of bounds. Good run there, Adam. He had some room and showed a little speed, and the Trojans of Maroa-Forsyth fortunate to stop him there. So that's good for another Casey's General Store first down, and Auburn comes to life.
Yeah, I was just talking about how they're trying some different things, it looks like, up front on the defensive line to slow down Destin Chance, and they took advantage of maybe some smaller guys up front, and great run there by Chance to get a big first down.
So the ball on the 15 of Maroa-Forsyth here in the third. Chance in the gun. Oh, looked like he was going to run. Gets it away and throws it out of bounds. Probably a good play there because wasn't sure if he was going to throw it or he was going to run it at him. And
yeah,
just
maybe
got
a little
rid of
play
it.
action, but he did a good job to have that near. Again, in high school football, you can't just chuck the ball in the stands like college and NFL. It's got to be near an actual receiver, or it is intentional grounding, and that one was close enough that there was no penalty on the play.
4:32 to go. 2nd and 10. Ball on the 15. A couple of players in motion, and now Auburn is ready. Chance fires right side and in and out of the hands of the intended receiver there for Auburn, number 89, and Cam Lee couldn't hang on to it. So now it's 3rd and 10.
Looks like he was looking to turn upfield before he secured the catch.
Down by 18 here at home, and there you see there's the replay.
Yeah, just didn't secure the ball before he started to turn upfield.
There's Chance, fires it in the end zone and incomplete. And Greg Downs, check that. Braden Smith, the intended receiver. And that was a hard pass.
Yeah.
A lot of mustard on that one, as they say. But, so now you're 4th and 10.
You got to go for it.
You got to go for it, yeah.
You only need 10. You don't need to get in the end zone. So you need 10 yards, and then you can fight for another 4 down. So if I'm Maroa-Forsyth, I would take one linebacker and just make sure he follows Destin Chance wherever he goes.
They need to get to the 5, talking about Auburn. Chance looks left, in trouble, going to run. 3 defenders, 4 he's down and about the 24-yard line, so Maroa-Forsyth will take over on downs, and nothing doing that time for Chance. Couldn't get out of it.
They sent one more defender than they had a blocker. So what Destin Chance has to be, he has to make that guy miss, and just did not have enough time with the routes that were run to make that guy miss. So tough break for Auburn after a decent drive with the help of the penalties.
So now 1st and 10 from the 24 for Maroa-Forsyth, and led by quarterback Ian Benner. They've got the ball and an 18-point lead. Benner back to throw, does throw. Right side, comes back, tries to get it. Good defense by Auburn that time at the last second, tipped by number 26, and that's Cole Donaldson, and that was a good play there.
Yeah, great job by Donaldson to punch that ball out without interfering or doing anything else and bat it down right as that ball got there.
So 2nd and 10 for Maroa-Forsyth. Again, week 9 of the high school football season, regular season. Benner keeps it. And his jersey breaks loose, 40-45, and finally down midfield. And that's good for a first down. That's a Casey's General Store first down. Ian Benner, tough to bring down there, Adam. That was
a very tough run there by Benner, and Chance, if Chance doesn't clip his foot here, we could be talking about a Benner touchdown, because just barely got him there as he was breaking off down the sideline.
And he had his jersey, just couldn't hang on to him. So Benner pitches this time right side to Clifton. Clifton looking for something, gets to the 49-yard line, so he is across midfield. Gets a yard maybe on the play.
They've done a pretty good job of bottling him up outside of those opening drives. He hasn't done a whole lot. It's been Benner that's really hurting the Auburn Trojans.
2nd and 9, 3:30 to go in the 3rd. Maroa-Forsyth trying to remain undefeated and win the Sangamo Conference title outright. And here comes Clifton, still on his feet, flag on the play, hit hard a couple times and brought down, and the 49-yard line. See what the flag's all about.
I think it's going to be a hold on one of the Maroa-Forsyth receivers. But I don't know if a late flag came in too. It could be a late hit.
I didn't see if, okay.
Holding on the offense, number 5.
So a hold, as you suspected. So it'll push the Maroa-Forsyth Trojans back. After that, there was some hard hitting there. Yeah, I wondered if there was a little bit of a late hit, but no call. And so there's the penalty. It's holding. 3:13 to go in the 3rd. Auburn needs to get the ball back as soon as possible. So 2nd and 9. 2nd and 19. Check that. They wish it was 2nd and 9, right? So Benner fakes it, going to keep it, goes, got a hole, cross midfield, 45, 40, 35, 30. He might go to foot right, down the 5-yard line. Ian Benner is showing some stuff here in the second half. That's a Casey's General first down, and the Maroa-Forsyth Trojans are on the move.
Yeah, and great job there by number 59, Anthony Campbell, the tackle. He got out in front and really helped slow down, but ran right in line with some Auburn secondary defenders. And Ian Benner almost took it to the end zone.
1st and goal from the 7, and Clifton wants to get into the end zone and does. Touchdown, Maroa-Forsyth. It is 37-13 here in the 3rd. That's another $50 courtesy of Young Security to this week's charity, St. Martin de Port in Springfield. And there were flags, a lot of them. So,
Clifton is
let's see who. Yeah, Adam,
and
go
again,
ahead and talk about it. You get thrown out.
You get thrown out if you ain't playing next week.
And that's postseason play. So let's see what the call is, or calls.
We have 2 penalties, both unsportsmanlike. White, number 5. Blue, number 2. That's his 2nd. He is ejected.
So Justin Chance heads to the locker room, and could be the last time he plays here at Auburn because he's a senior. And
you can't let emotions get to you like that. And I know he's upset. He wants to keep playing. But
so there's the touchdown, and Chance made every effort, and they tried to get him. And there's the pushing back and forth. So that's Davenport and Destin Chance. And you hate to see that.
No, you
at
don't.
Any time. And
as a great player as he is, you don't want your senior season and your high school football career to end like that.
So now Auburn really has an uphill battle, but let's see how the extra point goes for Maroa-Forsyth. Riley Fitzpatrick will attempt the point after, and kick is up, and it is good. So it is 38-13 now with 2:40 to go in the third quarter, and it's really gotten quiet here in Auburn. And must win, we said it, but must win situation in case you just joined us, or it's a must win situation for Auburn. They're 4-4 and need win number 5. So take a look at the MTI, the Midwest Technical Institute fan cam, and a lot of good crowd on hand tonight. And we've seen a lot of good games, a lot of good action at them, and a lot of fans out every game, everywhere we've been.
Yep, a lot of loyal fan bases that we've had here on Friday Night Rivals.
So, and there's some fans waving, and a little bit chilly, but it's another good night for high school football. Not too hot, not too cold. The MTI fan cam. All right, and there's the Auburn Trojan, the mascot, and tough to get the crowd fired up when you're down 38-13 on senior night, and so much on the line, so much at stake here for Auburn. And there you see Dave Bates, a longtime coach Auburn, talking to the officials. So
he's just trying to get more clarification on what happened down there, because it would have been tough to see from this sideline. Our replay had a good vantage point and good camera work by our guys to show everyone at home kind of what transpired down there.
So obviously we're going to see a new quarterback when Auburn gets the ball, and Tim Stewart is the backup quarterback. So we'll see when there you see the scoring drive, the summary there. So tough third quarter for Auburn. Boy, started out so well, and things have just gone south for them.
Yeah, they really, for most of this game, I would say they've outplayed the Maroa-Forsyth Trojans, and Maroa should feel pretty lucky to be up 38-13 at this point in this football game. I know it sounds kind of weird to say that, but.
And there's another Illinois Air National Guard kickoff, dropped at the 8, picked up. Left side, Donaldson, flag on the play. Donaldson still on his feet, cuts back, close to the 40-yard line, and let's see what the flag is all about.
It's going to be a hold or a block in the back on the Auburn Trojans.
Holding, number 10.
So that's going to negate the good return by the home team. Move the ball back quite a bit. SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, Week 9 here in Auburn. Let's go down to Thomas Patrick. Thomas, what do you have?
Yeah, thanks, guys. It was a really bummer to see senior quarterback Dustin Chance's high school career likely ending on the unsportsmanlike conduct ejection on that last series, the play that ended up in the touchdown. But you cannot doubt that he was putting 100% plus on the line. He was the quarterback, did a lot of scrambling and running with his legs. He was kicking extra points, playing defense, really doing it all, putting everything he had on the line. Of course, some of that boiling over in some emotion. So, yeah, kind of a sad way to see what will likely be the end of his high school career.
All right, and the backup quarterback, Tim Stewart, with a handoff that time to Donaldson as we get close to the 2-minute mark in the third quarter, 38-13. You can see on your screen there. Stewart from the gun in the end zone. There's the handoff. Not too much there, and
just trying to get.
Boy, it's quiet here.
A little bit more breathing room there back for Stewart. Just a sophomore, so something to build on there for next season.
And the carry again by Cole Donaldson. He's a junior, so he's back next year for Auburn as well.
You know, really it's bad that, you know, Chance gets kicked out. He can't play the rest of this game. Almost the worst part, too, is he can't even be in the stadium. So he can't leave the locker room. He can't stand on the sideline to watch the rest of this game with his teammates. So it's a tough break. You hate to let your emotions get the best of you in a game like this.
On 3rd and 10, Stewart with the completion. Won't be nearly enough for a first down. And reception made by number 86, Austin Curtis. And want to let you know that Friday Night Rivals is available, streaming live online. Log on to CW23TV.com and click on the Friday Night Rivals link. You can also find complete game videos and photos from this season's games. CW23TV.com. And in punt formation, the Trojans are of Auburn, and from the end zone, kicked, and not a really long kick or a good kick, and hits the Trojan fumble, and Auburn gets it. So there's a crazy play. All you do is just hang on to the ball or let it go. You're still going to have great field position if you're Maroa-Forsyth, but so with 27 seconds to go in the third quarter, Auburn catches a break.
Hey, why not? The game ain't over till it's over.
That's
so
right.
You never know what can happen, but you got to be careful there.
Hit you, just go down, and
Drew Hicks just didn't get a chance to get that one.
So now your backup quarterback is back on the field. Stewart fires low and incomplete. So Tim Stewart getting some experience tonight for the Auburn Trojans, who are 4-4, and Stewart is 5'9", 165 pounds. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. And Maroa-Forsyth threatens the blitz, and they do, and Stewart gets it off in and out of the hands.
He had two guys kind of in the same area. Don't know if there was a miscommunication there between the Auburn receivers.
Braden Smith looked like was the intended receiver, but
Greg Downs was right there behind him. So
yeah, I think the two was. I'm not sure. Smith was one of them.
Going to
one of the two. So yeah. 3rd and 10 now. 20 seconds left in the third. Stewart looks to the sidelines and gets the play. In trouble, Stewart dumps it. Complete, flag on the play, and hit hard again is Greg Downs, and flag.
It came late, so it might actually be a
18
roughing the passer.
Am I on? Roughing the passer, number 53, 15 yard.
You really don't want that from Maroa-Forsyth. I don't care if you're up by 25 or 35 or.
You don't want to see penalties like this going into the playoffs. You want to clear that kind of stuff up.
I mean, Auburn had no chance. I mean, of getting a first down really there, and now you give them. Huge play. It's a first down. Here's the replay. That's a Casey's General Store first down, and just grabs him. You just don't need
little too much yet.
So 1st and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line. Flag and some movement.
I think you're getting a false start on the Auburn offensive line.
And a couple of Maroa-Forsyth defenders.
False start. Number 72 offense.
Yeah, I was going to say you could see him threatening the blitz. And
a final score from Rocket Booster Stadium: Rochester 31, Chatham Glenwood 14.
Ooh!
So
wow, beat them pretty handily.
Yeah. So as we've learned this year, Carly Bell's hot takes are usually freezing cold by the time the game's over. So, but yes, the they will share the Central State 8 crown.
Here's the give. Donaldson, a hole up the middle, midfield, still going. to the 47-yard line. He's close to a first down, and that's going to be the last play here of the third quarter. So 38-13, Maroa-Forsyth with the big lead. And we're going to take a short break. We'll be back with the fourth quarter here on CEFQ Friday Night Rivals. Stay with us. Welcome back to CEFQ Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. I'm Paul Wappel, along with Adam Anderson and Thomas Patrick on the sideline. Fourth quarter action, we are underway. Oh, and Tim Stewart is hit hard on the first play here in the fourth on 3rd and 1. And Auburn will need to move the ball.
I think you lost
in
a
hurry
yard there.
Yeah.
Yeah, time's definitely not on their side right now.
So 11:30 to go in the fourth quarter, and could be an Auburn season. Oh,
I think you got him.
That was pretty obvious. They jumped that time. They being Maroa-Forsyth, I think. So wait for the official.
Dead ball, encroachment, defense.
Hey, that's a Shields first down.
Yeah.
Shields first down for Auburn. They're going the right direction.
You know, if folks at home think this, you know, the Auburn team being down 38-13 here in the fourth quarter is just going to lay down, you're sadly mistaken. Dave Bates is going to have these kids playing until the echo of that final whistle to try to extend their season.
No doubt about that. So 1st and 10 from the 43 of Maroa-Forsyth. Stewart in the gun, back to throw, does throw, timing play, sidelines, and a little too much, incomplete. Bring up 2nd and 10.
And I think Downs is running out of real estate over there too.
Incredible if this is in fact the end of Auburn's playoff streak, 21 consecutive years.
Yeah, one of the longer
highs and
ones,
lows, but yeah,
in the area.
Incredible.
I think Sigurd would be.
Stewart in trouble, keeps it. Gets about 5 or 6, about 6 on the play. So it brings up a manageable 3rd down for Auburn.
If you think about other area teams making the playoffs, I would have to imagine Sacred Heart Griffin's got a pretty good streak going. Williamsville would probably have to be up there as well.
And 21 is pretty special, pretty significant. 10:25 to go, clock running, 3rd and 4, and a timeout called.
Timeout, Auburn.
By Auburn. So, and we'll take a short timeout as well. Back with more on CEFQ Friday Night Rivals here on CW23. Fourth quarter action from Auburn coming up after this break. Welcome back to CEFQ Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. We're in Auburn, 3rd and 4. Stewart, back to throw, does throw across the middle. Little too much, intended receiver, Greg Downs.
Yep, had a little bit too much on that one again. Doesn't have the timing quite figured out with these guys. Probably got limited snaps throughout the season, so.
So 10:16 clock stops, and it's 4th and 4, and have to go forward if you're Auburn, trailing by 25. There's the handoff, and up the middle, nothing fancy and nothing doing there, and that won't do it for Auburn at all. So Maroa-Forsyth will take over on downs, and
he's going the other way. We talked about streaks. I bet the Maroa-Forsyth Trojans, not knowing, you know, statistically, but I would imagine they've got a pretty good playoff streak going as well.
No doubt about that. And Stewart getting some coaching on the sidelines, and some instructions, getting some great experience tonight.
And, you know, he's got a lot of great people to listen to. You know, Dave Bates, Michael Bates is down there as well, lending a helping hand when he can. And I'm sure he understands this offense inside and out.
First down, keeps it himself. We have a, hit hard and brought down to the 48, up to the 48-yard line. And we've got a new quarterback, and it's Wade Justice.
Justice, pretty dangerous backup quarterback, so Auburn will have to keep him contained.
Good night for Ian Benner. He had a real good game. But now you're getting a look at Wade Justice, the sophomore. In a quarterback with 10 minutes to go in the game. Ooh, dangerous pitch, and ball's loose. He just threw it.
So that's actually,
and
that's an incomplete pass because the ball was pitched forward. So I know how excited.
Yeah, you see a ball come loose like that.
Yep, but that'll go against his passing statistics, and he will be over and try to flip that one up to Morris, and got a little close there. I think they were a little too close on that play.
Not much of a chance for Morris, but no harm, right? So if you're Maroa-Forsyth, third and 1. There's the handoff to the big guy. Plenty of room. First down, still on his feet. Breaks it. 30, 25, 20, 25 down the sidelines. And wow, just like that. Some other players getting some experience. And look at that. Number 34 for Maroa-Forsyth, Bryson Bowes, the sophomore, 5'8", 208 pounds. And look at this run.
Yeah, he did what he could here. He showed a little looseness, a little speed, and he looks tough to bring down. So he's trying to earn himself some playoff carries with this effort right here.
And that's good enough for a Shields first down. 1st and 10 from the 12 for the Trojans of Maroa-Forsyth. There's the give, right side, going wide and out of bounds. Carry that time. Number 17, so the Trojans of Maroa-Forsyth really mixing up and playing a lot of different people. That Xavier gets with the carry. And, you know, Adam with a lead like this, of course, postseason, you don't want anybody to get hurt. You never want that. But you see the junior, Xavier gets with the carry there. Because Maroa-Forsyth obviously comfortably in front here. So 2nd and 7 from the 9. There's the handoff. Look at him go. Bryson Bowes. And of course, after the game, we'll have the presentation of the CEFCU Friday Night Rivals Champions Trophy and the Orthopedic Center of Illinois Player of the Game. So you want to stick around for that. 8:41 to go in the game. Justice keeps it right side. Better tuck that ball away, but he's down close to the goal line. Did not quite get in, but pretty close. And that is good for a Shields first down, Adam. So now you've got 4 chances from the 1 to get it in.
You know what? They don't have to be in a hurry.
No, take your time, right? Keep it on the ground, and 8:07 to go. Justice keeps it himself, up the middle and into the end zone. Touchdown, Maroa-Forsyth, 44-13. The Trojans of Maroa-Forsyth lead after the touchdown run there with 7:56 to go, and that's a Young Security touchdown. And courtesy of Young Security, another $50 donation to this week's charity, St. Martin de Porres in Springfield.
Great job by Justice to lead the Trojans down and get in the end zone.
And Riley Fitzpatrick will attempt another extra point for the visitors. Here's the kick, plenty of leg there, and it is good. So it is 45-13. Maroa-Forsyth in control here in the 4th. We're going to take a short break. Back with more on CEFCU Friday Night Rivals here on CW23. Welcome back to CEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. Paul Wappel, Adam Anderson, Thomas Patrick on the sidelines. tonight, our sideline reporter. Here in Auburn, 7:56 to go in the fourth, and looks like it could be that's all that's left in Auburn's season is their playoff streak of 21 consecutive years. Going for 22 may end tonight, but we will see. 45-13 though, Maroa-Forsyth in control. And you can see why they're 8-0 undefeated and ranked #1 in their class right now in the state of Illinois.
They will win their first outright Sangamo Conference trophy here in football, and that's a big deal for the Trojan football community.
Zach Frazier with the Illinois Air National Guard kickoff. Fielded at the 18-yard line and out to about the 32-yard line for Auburn is number 24, and it's DJ Donaldson. So Auburn will take over and start their next drive on the 29, their own 29-yard line. So not what Auburn wanted, but see how they finish here with 7:53 to go. Stewart back to throw, looks, has time, just dropped. I think he tried to run before he had it.
Yep.
Before he caught it, so just that kind of night. Cam Lee, 89 for Auburn, the intended receiver.
Yeah, you gotta do one thing at a time. You gotta catch it before you can run. For you guys just, tuning in, Ian Benner, 10 rushes, 138 yards. He was also 9 of 17 for 115 yards and a touchdown. And Gavin Clifton, 13 rushes, 89 yards, but he had 3 touchdowns for the Trojans.
Stewart back to throw and covered pretty tightly there, pretty close by Maroa-Forsyth, so incomplete. So makes it 3rd and 10, and you see the frustration from the Auburn players. DJ Donaldson again, number 24, and couldn't get that one. And take a look at the Auburn sideline. So 3rd and 10 now. Tim Stewart in. Destin Chance is done for the season, and if they played next week, he would not be playing because of an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. So up the middle, the Trojans go of Auburn Trojans with the ball. Carry that time by number 26 for Auburn, and that is another Donaldson talked about earlier. That's Cole Donaldson. So now you're 4th and 6, and
I think they're going to punt. Just play a little field position game here.
At this point, yes. Looks like that's what they will do. And the Auburn Trojans do punt. Pretty good kick there. Real good kick. Fielded, and a fair catch at the 25-yard line by number 22, and it's Ben Gilbert. And we want to tell you that our plaques and trophies this season are provided by K&R Tomahawk Awards and Trophies. We want to thank them. Be sure to visit them at 1204 South 5th Street in Springfield. Thanks to K&R Tomahawk Awards for providing the Friday Night Rivals trophies. All right, thank you. 7:02 to go, 4th quarter here in Auburn. Yostis pitches. Ooh, wow. That's one of the hardest hits I've seen in a while.
Yeah, Cade Cole taking a big hit
defense there, yeah. So now it's 2nd down and loss of 1, so it'll be 2nd and 11. 6:38, clock running here in the 4th. Jostis in the gun, keeps it himself to about the 27-yard line. So I'll give him maybe a yard. So
back to the original line of scrimmage.
So 3rd and 10 for Jostis and Maroa-Forsyth, and looks like they will go finish the regular season 9-0. Adam, undefeated, incredible.
They're going to win the Samuel Conference title tonight. They're going to, looks like, probably win the CFQ Friday Night Rivals trophy tonight, but they're worried about one big trophy that'll be handed out in Champaign here in a few weeks. And you know that's what they're working towards.
Ben Gilbert with the reception, and for Maroa-Forsyth comes up limping a little bit. So that makes it 4th and 5. And Gilbert will have to go off the field there. So punt formation for Maroa-Forsyth. High snap, but good kick. Good punt there, and look out, it might hit you. So down at the 40-yard line by Maroa-Forsyth. That's where Auburn will take over on offense.
So for your Sangamon Conference playoff eligible teams, Maroa-Forsyth, obviously, Williamsville, Pleasant Plains, Athens.
4 and
I think that's it. I think just getting 4 teams in this year from the Sangamon.
I was trying to think, because Central State 8, you're going to have 4, 5.
You're going to have 5. You're going to get
Rochester,
Chatham, Glenwood, SHG, MacArthur, and Springfield High.
Pretty good. So Stewart with the handoff up the middle, a first down, and a little bit more than that. So that's a Shields first down for Auburn. And Donaldson with the carry. It's a Shields first down.
You know, every year it seems like Central Illinois gets a team that has a big run and maybe makes a state run or a semifinal run that you don't expect. Do you envision any of those 9 teams that we mentioned maybe making a deeper run than people are talking about?
Stewart with the handoff there, and up the middle, nothing much for Auburn. I mean, like a surprise team?
Yeah, surprise team.
Like an Auburn did a couple, 3 years ago. I think, Decatur MacArthur got beat tonight. I think they could win a couple in the playoffs. I didn't obviously see how they did tonight. I thought they'd do a little bit better against SHG. But SHG has been up and down. Stewart keeps it himself. SHG's been up and down, and if they're on, they're on. I think they could do it again. And most years you wouldn't say that would be a surprise. It might be a little bit of a surprise if they went deep this year. I think just the way the regular season's gone. Yeah.
Yep.
So I'll say the Cyclones could. I mean, they come up with a big win tonight against a good Decatur MacArthur team.
And the final score of that game was 38-13.
I mean,
that was
surprises me.
A very surprising score for I think all of us. And last year was Pleasant Plains went on that magical run. The year before, North Mac made a deep run. So there's always a team that kind of comes out from the area that you're not thinking about.
3:47 left. Here's the handoff. What are your thoughts, Adam?
Well, just, kind of looking at it, if for you Maroa fans at home still tuned in, the 2A South, the way it's being kind of drawn up by some guys that like to do a pretty good job of guessing playoff pairings and how it's going to look. The 2A South is going to be very loaded with a lot of great teams. Maroa-Forsyth, Decatur St. Teresa, which is a name a lot of Maroa-Forsyth fans know. Athens and Pleasant Plains could end up in the 4A South. A very good Pena team is also in there as well. It's going to be a dogfight, but I would bet a lot of money on whoever breaks out from that pack, maybe holding a trophy high and being the last team standing in 2A come Thanksgiving weekend.
I don't know how 3:03 to go how Taylorville is doing tonight.
They did win.
So Taylorville won. Yeah. So. Great run for them. They win the Apollo. We knew that last week we were there. So what about Taylorville? And if they meet
Taylorville, Rochester would be a huge
depending
game.
how the brackets goes.
What are they, 15 minutes apart? A game everybody is talked about for a few years in 4A that they could match up. It just never seemed to work out. And I would think that would be one that the Taylorville community would be very excited about to maybe show that they can hang with the Rochesters of the world. But as we saw tonight, Rochester is a whole nother animal once you get to late October, early November.
Yeah, I totally agree, and it would be great for Central Illinois fans and to see Taylorville Rochester matchup, especially this year. And Adam, of course, we did obviously the Rochester SHG game, and certainly a lot of things went SSG's win.
Yep.
Not taking anything away from them. Rochester didn't play great, so it was a combination, I think, of things. But since then, the Rockets have played really, really well. And I said,
you said it was a teaching. You said the game was a teaching moment for Rochester. I really think it was. I think they learned a lot about themselves.
They've done very well since then, and Derek Leonard, obviously a tremendous coach, incredible coach, and the Rockets do seem to be rolling. I mean, hard to top last year. I mean, you win state, you're Rochester in a tough championship game, but they won. And then, you didn't make a turnover. Rochester didn't. We talked about until the postseason. That just doesn't happen, right? So, but you have to come through, adversity. And they've had some turnovers this year, like everybody else has. And picked off.
Speaking of turnovers.
And 35 on his feet, still going. And brought down at the inside the 30. You got a flag on the play, and the interception there. Number 35, Braden Smith for Auburn, and
going to be a block in the back on the Auburn Trojans, so it's going to bring it back a little bit.
So Braden Smith, the senior, here's the call.
After the interception, block in the back, 54.
So Braden Smith, the senior, with a moment there, a good moment.
Yeah, again,
end his career.
You got to go down until that final whistle blows.
And we have 1:40 to go. Again, we'll have the player of the game afterwards, and the SEFCU Friday Night Rivals Champions Trophy. This is the 4th year. Incredibly, we've seen a lot of great games all 4 years, and this year as well.
A lot of great players.
Surprises and plays and everything.
It's all because of you folks at home that we get to do this, so we can't thank you enough for watching and tuning in and giving us your comments and everything, either online or in person. I love every second of it.
That's exactly right. I echo that. DJ Donaldson with the carry for Auburn, and all the communities, all the host schools have been tremendous. I want to thank all of our sponsors. Don't want to miss anybody, but certainly want to thank SEFCU for being our title sponsor. Prairie Heart Institute right there, been great, and learned a lot, some valuable information and insight, knowing what's going on and what to do and maybe not to do with your health. And SEFCU, of course, telling us about all the things they're doing in Central Illinois, so we appreciate their support. There's the give to Donaldson again, and hangs on to the ball and goes forward, and maybe another play to go in this game. So Auburn will fall to 4-5, Adam, and miss the postseason for the first time in 22 years.
Yep.
Incredibly.
It's a sad day that the streak has to end, for Dave Bates, but I'm sure they're going to rebound and they're going to come back next season even more hungry than they are now.
Hard to disagree with that. Donaldson again, and plowing his way to the 30-yard line, and so that's a first down, a Shields first down, and thanks to Shields, thanks to Casey's, and all of our sponsors, and thanks to our statisticians and everybody in the truck, out of the truck, camera crew, and behind the scenes, and the sales staff at Channel 20 and CW. Appreciate that. It's been great. And time winding down here, and that's going to do it. And they're going to take a shot. Look at that. There's a good shot. One of our camera operators. Look at that wave. Hey, you're on. Hey, well, you're on. You're on. Look at that. There you are. Thank you, guys, ladies and gentlemen, and a lot of people behind the scenes that make. There we go. Bring all the action to you. Yeah, great shots. The slow-mos, the replays, everything. It's been great. There you go. Hey, thank you. And like Adam said, thank you for watching. And don't go away yet. We're going to the post game. But the regular season has come to a close, and the players shake hands. And good luck to the Maroa-Forsyth Trojans, Adam. 9-0, Sangamo Conference champs, SEFCU Rivals champs. And we'll be back with the post game show in just a minute here on CW23. Welcome back to SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, here presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. Paul Wapple, Adam Anderson, Thomas Patrick. We are done with the regular season, and it's been a lot of fun. Maroa-Forsyth rolls past Auburn tonight, 45-13 here in Auburn. And again, the Auburn Trojans playoff streak, consecutive streak, ends after 21 consecutive years, consecutive seasons. So I think we're going to go down to Thomas Patrick with the presentation of the SEFCU Friday Night Rivals Trophy. Thomas?
All right, thanks, guys. The undefeated Maroa-Forsyth Trojans here with me. And, of course, to my left, we got Ian Benner, the player of the game. First of all, congratulations. You get to hold on to that trophy. One touchdown leading your team not only to a victory tonight, but a 9-0 season. What was the difference maker today and just all year long?
We got guys that make plays. You know, we still got to clean it up, but we're going to make a run in the playoffs, and we're going to clean it up this week. We're going to be better. So.
All right, always striving for more. Congratulations. And, Coach, first of all, 9-0 is a great accomplishment through the regular season. What has contributed to the success of this 2018 Trojans club?
We got a lot of athletes, and we got pretty good size up front.
All right, so now the tough part comes, the playoffs and trying to make it back to another state title run. You were runner-up last year. So what is it going to take not only next week, but all the weeks leading up to Champaign?
Smarter, kids that want to be physical, kids that play for 48 minutes, kids that play for each other. That's what it'll take. Otherwise, it'll be a short run.
All right, well, good luck to you in the playoffs, but we'll let you enjoy tonight with the Friday Night Rivals Trophy. So congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
And congratulations to Maroa-Forsyth, the Trojans, 9-0, Sangamon Conference champs, SEFCU Friday Night Rivals Champions Trophy. And now we'll look at some highlights or some of the video, Adam, from Ian Benner, and our Orthopedic Center of Illinois player of the game, and deservedly so.
Yeah, he had a great game, and you know, I'm just kind of laughing to myself because that is maybe the quietest trophy presentation we've had, but you could tell Coach Joseph, it's a big win, you're conference champions, but he was not happy with the effort because, again, he knows he wants his team playing in Champaign at the end of November, and that wasn't the effort they gave here tonight.
And Ian Benner, just a dual threat, and that could take Maroa-Forsyth a long way into the postseason, and we've seen him a number of times, and he's gotten better every time we've seen him, Adam.
He's getting better and better. With the addition of Gavin Clifton in the backfield, that's going to make them pretty hard to beat moving forward in the playoffs.
And thanks again to Auburn. Congratulations. Great season, great run for them, and they'll be back at it next season, next fall. So, well, this is it for SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by ABC News Channel 20. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors, school hosts, and, of course, you, our viewers, for making this season possible. We'll see you next season on Friday Night Rivals. And that is it from Auburn. Good night, and best of luck to all of the teams here in Central Illinois who are continuing their play in the postseason. They'll find out tomorrow night. Thanks, Adam Anderson. It's been a lot of fun.
It's been a blast. I love it every year.
Thanks, Thomas Patrick, Carly Bell, Donnie Tillman. It's been great. We'll see you next year. So long, everybody.